Michelle, and this is Fire Dragon Friday. We are going to be doing today a collective reading for the love forecast for the week ahead. And I will just be, after that, opening up the chat for personal questions with a $10 minimum donation. We did that last week. It was incredibly popular. We actually had to turn people away. So if anyone has personal questions, you can either do a super chat here on YouTube, or you can go to my PayPal link, which is down below in the description box, to donate and get your questions in, because I won't be able to take everyone. We filled up really, really fast last week. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight, guys. Instead of doing a general read for all 12 of the signs, I'm just going to do a collective reading for everyone, and then we will open it up for the personal questions. Because yeah, last time I did this, like, I had a ton of people respond to it, and obviously that's what y'all want. So so that's what we're going to be doing. Ashton Birdie, good to see you. Yes, I will make you first on my list for the personal reads, because you donated last week, and I had already closed my list at that point. So I will go ahead. You are going to be number one tonight, once I start doing those personal questions. Hey there, David. Good to see you in the chat as well. So I hope everyone's been doing great. Hey, Yu Yi. Good to see you, sweetheart. So that's what we're gonna do tonight, guys. At some point, you know, because usually on my Fire Dragons, I've subscribed to you when you show your footprint. What? No. Yeah, no. I don't take bribes for subscribers, all right? You know, it's not that big of a deal to me. I hate to tell y'all. We're hitting the trolls early tonight, David. How about that business? What's up? We love our trolls here. Trolls are good luck. They really are, because if you weren't doing anything worth watching, they wouldn't show up. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna show a footprint. What would that? I'd have to put like some paint on the bottom of my foot and then put it on a piece of paper. It's too much work. That's too much work. Give me $100, then maybe I'll do that. Hey there, Krista. Dudes and feet. I don't know. Yeah, the foot people. I don't think feet are that attractive, you know? I mean, it just call me weird, but, you know, that's why we stick our feet in shoes, you know, because feet just aren't that attractive. Legs aren't that attractive either. That's why we use pantyhose and socks and all that. We always are trying to cover those parts. Oh my gosh. We're already starting out. Krista, you better get your hammer ready, because I have a feeling we're going to have some interesting folks coming in here tonight. I just have a feeling. You get your hammer ready. As Jacqueline says, we're going to be playing Whack-A-Troll tonight, I think. I think we will. Whenever I open these up for general questions and, you know, personal questions, we always get a lot of weirdos. We do. I don't know what that is. Regular reads, we don't get any weirdos. These kind, we get weirdos. That's the way it goes. Some weirdos are awesome, and some weirdos are just weird. And, you know, that was just, like, weird on a bizarre, creepy level. So, guys, I hope y'all are doing great out there. I hope it has been a decent week for you. It's been a very busy week for me. I have been working myself probably a little too much. You know. That's for sure. But, yeah. So this week ahead is going to be a busy one. We're going to do a collective reading to start out. And after that, I'm going to open up the chat for personal questions with a minimum $10 donation. I do put a lot into each question that I do. So I suggest a donation of 15 to 20. But 10 is my base, you know, because I'm going to give you a decent reading when you do that. So, let's start out. Let's go ahead and get into this, guys. Let's look at our astrology for the week. We've got a lot going on this week, actually, coming up. Thankfully, we have Mercury moving direct this week. Yeah, let's go ahead and put the chart up. So, um, this is starting out today. So right now, ooh, we have Sagittarius rising right now for our beginning of our stream tonight. That's cool. So we're in the last couple days here of the sun moving through the sign of Gemini. So that's actually going to shift up on us in just a couple days here. On Sunday, the 20th, we will have, oh, I like that, Yugi. That is my namaste. The weird in me recognizes the weird in you. I like that one. I'm taking that. That's great. That's perfect for us. Oh, man. So on Sunday the 20th, the sun sign is going to be moving into the sign of Cancer. I will be doing, of course, a live stream for that for our summer solstice. That's when the sun officially transits into the sign of Cancer. That will begin our Cancer season, and that is what happens when the summer solstice starts. So think about it, guys. Only 6 months away till the winter solstice when the sun goes into Capricorn. Very interesting. Hey there, Shanta. Good to see you, sweetheart. Mercury, our fella who's been driving us crazy the last couple weeks here, has been retrograde in the sign of Gemini as well. That's been extra special. That is going to move direct on Tuesday the 22nd. Thank goodness. At 6 p.m. Eastern Time, that is when Mercury will come out of retrograde and start to move direct. Keep in mind, it does take another week or so for Mercury to go back through its shadow point, the point that it was in when it moved retrograde in the first place. So if you still feel a little sluggish, if you still feel a little bit jet lagged from our Mercury retrograde afterwards, not a surprise, right? Sometimes people say, is Mercury still retrograde? Because they're still feeling a little bit of that vibration. It is not still retrograde, but you may feel a little bit of that, as we move through it. So, the rest of our week. Oh, we have a big full moon coming up this week, guys. For my Capricorns, this is big news. It is our full moon of the year, Capricorns. That's going to be on Thursday the 23rd is our full moon in Capricorn. Very excited for that. So that's going to be building us up to a lot of culminations, conclusions, revelations, especially when it comes to our work, higher career, motivations, goals, all that kind of manifesting work that we do is so Capricorn energy. On Friday, Neptune, moves into retrograde and joins the rest of our retrograde planets, which are already in progress, Pluto, Saturn, and now Neptune is going to be going retrograde as well. I actually like Neptune in retrograde, guys, and that's going to be about a 5-month retrograde. Neptune, all of our outer planets from Jupiter through Pluto, they do a 5-month retrograde every year approximately. So 7 months direct, 5 months retrograde is pretty much normal. So I don't ever tell people, don't freak out too much when some of these bigger planets go retrograde, because they do this every year. It's a pattern we're very used to. But I will say that when Neptune is in retrograde, it takes a lot of the illusions off of things. Because Neptune is a little misty, it's foggy, it rules Pisces, so it can lead to those kind of romantic confusions and delusions. And I would say that it's a really powerful thing when it goes retrograde, because we're really seeing things without the rose-colored glasses. We're seeing things more clearly, more upfront. And so that is what we will be dealing with when Neptune goes in retrograde for 5 months, is we will be seeing things more realistically, which as a Capricorn, I actually really like, because instead of going, just having kind of this fantasy or a dream about something or thinking it's better than it really is, we'll see it for what it truly is and actually be able to make better decisions around something going forward in the future. Moon sign for this weekend is in Libra. We're starting our weekend with the Libra moon right up here. And the nice thing about it right now this weekend, it is going to be trining Saturn. So I think that we can get a lot of subconscious and interior work done in our life. The moon in Libra is all about balance, harmony, keeping things back in equilibrium. So it really feels nice. It really feels nice. Saturn working with the moon is very positive for getting things done and cleared up interior wise. This is also our last week of Venus moving through the sign of Cancer. It will be moving into Leo in about 8 days, 9 days, because it'll be Sunday the 27th when that moves into Leo. So enjoy this week of Venus moving through the sign of Cancer. Cancer is very nurturing. It's very loving. It's kind of a homebody sign, so you might be hanging out at home a lot with your honey, or just on your own, taking good care of yourself. So that's a good place for it. So yeah, we do have a lot of action going on astrologically this week, which I'm quite excited about. This is some good stuff coming up. Good energy for the Cappies, for the Capricorns, because we got our full moon coming up this week. I'm very happy about that. I will be working on getting individual full moon reads posted for each of these signs as well. I always try to do those. So be in touch. Be in touch for that coming up soon. So yeah. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, we got new folks. Good to see Tanisha in the chat. I hope that maybe you saw me answer your question about the spirit animals on our last Spirit Animal Sunday and how to reach out and connect with your spirit animals. I've got a video I need to post. It's mostly audio because you really can't see anything. It was late last night when I took my nighttime walk, and the barred owl. I came around. Oh, hey there, Daisy. Good to see my little mermaid in the chat. Hey, Gwen. Good to see you, sweetheart. Thanks for being here. But yeah, when I was coming around the corner, there was a barred owl, and he started to. Oh, look at that. See, Kimberly, check it out. Hey. Good. Awesome. Hey, Ms. Ma'am. Hey, Fry. I'd be island time, yes. So last night, my barred owl came out. I was taking my walk, and I started coming around this curve where I go down this hill, and all of a sudden, right up in this tree, he started hooting at me, whoo, hoo, hoo, and I was like, oh boy. So I took a quick video, and you can't really see anything because it's night and it's dark, but you can hear that owl hooting. I will definitely post that up. I will upload that to my channel because it was awesome. It was awesome hearing that owl. It was so funny. So yeah, there's a way to connect. I'm telling you, it's Tanisha talking about connecting with your spirit animals, things like that. I always know I'm connected to my owls because they always come out hooting at me. They always come out hooting. So let's go ahead. I'm going to grab some tuning forks. We're going to do a little bit of sweetgrass and sage. I already burned a little sage before I started the stream, but we're going to burn a little bit more. Why not? Yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's get this going just to clear our space. So what we're doing tonight, guys, usually on Fire Dragon Friday, I do a general read for all 12 of the signs, but what I'm doing tonight, yeah, definitely hit me up. Hit me up, Ms. Mayhem. So tonight what I'm going to do, because earlier this week, I did a stream where I opened it up for people to ask personal questions with a minimum donation. And it was extremely busy. Like, we had an amazing amount of people reach out for that. We actually had to turn people away. Like, I filled up all my spaces really quick. So we're going to do that. And first I'm going to do a collective reading. We're going to do a single collective reading for the love messages for all of us for the week ahead. And then I'm just going to open that up for personal questions with the donation. Because obviously, guys, you really want to do that. because it was busy. Like, it was busy. Gwen was here. She knows. She was like, what the heck? She's like, I've never seen it like that. So obviously, you know, that's what y'all want to do. So we're going to do it. We're going to just do that. And I already have one person on the list because she had signed up on our last stream. She donated, and I had already closed the list by then. So I've already got one person on the list. I'll probably take somewhere between 8 and 10. So if you want to get in it, get in it, because once it starts rolling, it kind of starts to fill up. So let's get also some tuning forks on this. Let's do that. Oh, is Jules here? Is Ms. Mindful in the chat? Oh, it'd be great to see her. Oh, she's not here yet. She usually shows up a little later. She's on West Coast time. So she usually shows up a little later. Yeah, we have two Mrs. in here. We have Ms. Mayhem and Ms. Mindful. That sounds like a power team. Hey, Jason, good to see you, hon. I'm always proud of my my chat. You know, I'll tell you that. I go into different chats sometimes for live streams and stuff. And I'll tell you what, most people aren't that welcoming or friendly. They just aren't. Like, I've gone into other people's chats and I just, like, I say hi and nobody says hi. Nobody says, hey, how you doing? Welcome to, nothing. When I see people, new people come in here, everybody's like, hey, how are you doing? You're very welcoming. And I just, guys, I appreciate that so much. I appreciate that so much because it makes such a difference. Like, if I go into a live stream and nobody says hello and nobody cares, I kind of leave. Like, I'm just like, oh, okay, nobody cares that a new person is here. But y'all are so awesome to each other. You are so good to each other. And I just want to give lots of appreciation out there to y'all because that makes a difference. It really makes a difference on how welcomed people feel and that we're like a good little community here. It's a totally different vibe. I just, that is important to me. It really is. It's important to me. That's my Aquarius rising. I want to make everyone feel welcome, and y'all are such an extension of that. Like, y'all are so great that way. So thank you. Thank you for being that way. Thank you for being, yeah, exactly. Just being a really friendly dragon family, and it's very cool. Oh, Gwen, I'm happy that you've joined our moderator team. You're here almost all the time when I do my live, so you're definitely a good one to have. Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Marie. Yeah. I love playing the piano late at night, so you know, I might actually do that a little later tonight. I might actually play a little music later. I love it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, she got her wrench. That's right, Daisy. How's Tortuga doing? I hope he's doing good too. I always gotta shout out Tortuga. My little bunny Arthur is a tortoiseshell Dutch, and so one of his nicknames is Tortuga. It's my bunny. So I have a special affinity for that name, for Tortuga, because my little tortoiseshell bunny is my little Tortuga bun, my little Arthur. So let's go ahead and start out a collective reading. This is just going to be for all of us. This is going to be for anyone who watches this. Just getting on some, basic energies and, you know, guides and guardians that are coming through for this week for our love life, our relationship life, any advice that, you know, we need as a collective. So this is going to be for all signs, all folks. Let's just get some general messages, and then we're going to open it up to personal questions with a donation. We're just going to start doing that next. And y'all, like I said, you can donate via the super chat on YouTube very easily. And also, if you want to use PayPal instead, which is in a way better because they don't take the hefty fees. YouTube does take a pretty big chunk out of what I get, sadly. It's frustrating as heck, but that is the truth. They do take a lot. They take, I think it's about 30%, to be honest. Like, it's a lot. So if you want to use PayPal instead, the link is in my description box, just right here down below on this video. And if you do it through PayPal, I won't be able to see it come up on the screen here, but just let me know that you did it, or let Gwen know that you did it. Let one of the mods know so that we can put you on the list, and I'll go in and check my PayPal account to make sure it came through okay. So that's what we'll do. We'll do that, and let's go. Let's get going. So dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please give us a collective reading on what's going on this week for love and romance. What are the major themes, general energies, and feelings that are coming through that we need to pay attention to as a spiritual collective? Thank you so much for all of your help and guidance. Wow. Okay. So our two cards coming up, two keywords for this week ahead: courage and solitude. This may be a week where people are having to deal with themselves a little bit more. This could be a week where you may not be seeing your significant other as much or at all. This could be a week, especially if you're single, where you're really working on yourself. And there is that courage card, because it does take courage to look within and examine ourselves as we work within the, you know, dynamic of a relationship. So I would say, you know, for those of you, especially for those who are single or in a separated situation, have courage, have faith. Don't get discouraged, right? That is the opposite of courage, is discouraged. So don't get discouraged. Take the time, you know, we're building up to this beautiful full moon here. And so I would say, you know, building up to Thursday, the 24th, we're definitely coming into a power place of embracing our personal destiny and who we are. It's a Capricorn full moon. So it very much is about the individual, your ambitions, your personal goals. And Capricorn is, classically a sign of solitude. We do tend to do things very much on our own. We're not really scared of that, you know, and so I would say that this is a week where it does take courage, it does take strength in a lot of ways, but you're going to get a lot out of it. You're going to feel very empowered if you take some time to yourself, no matter what your relationship situation may be, whether you're single, coupled, in separation, not talking to each other, whatever that is. You're going to get a lot out of simply embracing your own center, taking a little time out for a breather. We are finishing up that Mercury retrograde this week, so not a bad time to just kind of reflect, go within, and don't get discouraged. Like if things have been, you know, a little bit challenging or a little bit difficult in your relationships lately, or you feel like you're kind of having to really go the distance in it, you know, don't get discouraged by that, guys. Let's get into a numerology card for the week. Let's see what number is coming up the strongest for us. Teaching and learning. 57 adds up to a number 12, adds up to a number 3. So I would say this is also a very strong building week. Creativity is strong. Fertility, abundance, creativity, lots of creative ideas. And this is definitely about teaching lessons, but also learning them. And I always say that when you teach, you learn, and vice versa, right? It really is, it goes hand in hand. And so in our relationships, like, courage and solitude, this is a time of reflection, learning from the past, maybe helping or teaching someone else what you've learned through your experiences in love or relationships, and helping to kind of give them some guidance. That may come up for some of us. Somebody may say, oh, I'm having a hard time with such and such, and I don't know what to do. And, we might be the ones that are there to kind of say, okay, I've been through this before. I can help guide you through this a little bit. Let's get a crystal. Let's get a chakra for the week. Which crystal and chakra should we focus in on healing and balancing? Chastolite. Oh, I'm digging this gemstone. I need to get some of this because I do not have this in my arsenal. But this is a card of the root chakra. I felt like a root chakra card was going to come up because of that solitude and that courage. It's a grounding card. It's a grounding crystal. This is all about centering ourselves, getting rooted in the earth, getting rooted back into our core values, our core system. And the chastolite is all about passed on loved ones and ancestors coming through. So this may as well be a week where, if you have something going on in love, in your relationship life, talk to your passed on loved ones, talk to your ancestors, put that energy out there, put that communication out there, get that in motion, because they're there for you. They're very much there for you. That's nice. That's really nice. On the bottom, let's see what we had on the bottom. Oh, is the tiger eye. Solar plexus chakra. That's about building self-confidence. There's that courage card coming through again. There's that courage coming through again. Wow. All right, guys. Yeah, teaching and learning, forgiving, healing. Maybe somebody owes you an apology this week. Maybe you owe them one. This is all about some healing energy going on. Yeah, and use your courage. Use your courage. Let's get one spiritual guide on this week. Who is going to be helping us out the most? Who wants to come out strongest for this week ahead to help us in our love life? Oh, yay, Green Tara. Absolutely love her energy. She's a very protecting spiritual guardian. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitations and trust. Wow. So if this is a week ahead, for some of you, for anyone that's dealing with, a breakup, or is breaking up with someone this week, or is just still like processing from, a breakup or a heartache, this is a powerful, powerful spiritual guardian for you, because she is very helpful to cutting cords, helpful to moving beyond the limitations of the past. And in current relationships, people who are already in a relationship or are single, this is about opening yourself up even greater to love by releasing old, ideas or attitudes, or, self-defeating mental messages, right? When we tell ourselves we're not good enough, or we can't do it, or, we don't, this, all that stuff we tell ourselves. This is about cutting that out and remembering you are protected, you are loved, you're going to be okay. This is a nice read so far, guys. So let me move my cards. I got so many sitting here. I got so many sitting here. So let's go ahead and I'm going to pull just a basic tarot reading for our collective. Let me put these down here. Got so many going on. All right. Let's get our tarot involved. Let's do a Celtic Cross collective read. Let's see what comes up for us in love and romance this week, guys. What do we most need to know? Yeah, this feels like such a week of grounding. It really does. This feels like such a week of like grounding. It's very earthy. It's very Capricorn energy, which makes sense because we've got that full moon in Capricorn coming up. So the King of Pentacles is right at the center this week, guys. I get a feeling too, a lot of people will be working a lot this week. And that's where that solitude card comes in and courage, so it may not be a week where you really, get to see your love interest. And even if you do, it might not be for very long. They might be working hard. You might be working hard. King of Pentacles is all about that coin, man. Very focused on financial security, prosperity, working on things, that are going to make things more grounded. So be patient. I would say be patient with yourself, be patient with each other, because that is very much the focus this week. And the Hierophant, look at this. This is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, very strong earthy energy in the center of this read. And, funny enough, though, for those of you that are already in a relationship or working towards one, it's like I feel like things are going to get stronger and more rooted because the Hierophant's very devoted energy. It's very much about loyalty, commitments, sometimes traditional marriage, traditional home, structures. It's the keys to the kingdom, right? The Hierophant is all about those deeper mysteries and secrets that unlock the doors to greater stability, abundance, and security. In the immediate past, we've got the Justice card, so I feel like everyone's coming from this place of wanting to balance. We are moving through the Libra moon this weekend, so that's not surprising, that we're having a little bit of that feeling. So being impartial and objective in your relationships is important this week. Standing up for what you believe, but also seeing both sides of each situation as it comes. So there's this really nice feeling, very strong like Libra, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo on this already. And Three of Cups, right? Because when you're feeling balanced, you feel good, right? Three of Cups is about enjoyment, hanging out with your friends, having a good time. And this could also say it's important to balance like your social time with your work time because I feel like people are going to be really focused on work this week. Don't forget to take a little time out to relax and just chill out because this is going to be a heavy week of work. Going into the immediate future of this week, as we work through it, yes, things are being transformed, dismantled. There is action picking up. As we move out of this Mercury retrograde, as we move towards the full moon, things do start to speed up a little bit. This is a Mars energy card. So I think going through, this week, there is a lot being transformed. Old structures are being dismantled in our relationships and our love life so that we can make way for new, better foundations. These can be significant life experiences that require you to make changes, powerful revelations, and breaking free of old systems if you need to, right? If things are basically pretty safe, pretty sound, pretty structurally, secure in your relationships or your love life, then there won't be a lot of change. But if things need to move, if things really need to be changed or need to grow, then yeah, there could be some big stuff that falls down to be rebuilt. Six of Swords. Wow, I like that. So I would say as well, this is a time this week going forward for the collective. We're really working to leave behind old drama, old chaos. The things that are being dismantled are really like good things that are being dismantled or let go of. It's like letting go old drama, old negative situations, conflicts, gossip, all that crap that just, drags you down. Getting in that boat, heading over, away from the pain, away from the difficulties, and going towards a much better future ahead. Very nice. That's a peaceful feeling. On the bottom, what we're kind of focused on, yeah, 10 of Wands. A lot of us are trying to get some kind of big stuff done, especially in our work life, and it may be very burdensome. And that's what I'm really feeling, is this is why this is a week that there is that energy of solitude and there is that need for courage, because in our love life and our love relationships, we may feel like we've been so focused on our personal ambitions and goals and work, that we haven't really been able to devote as much time to our relationships as we would like to, or our social life as we would like to. This can be working too hard or too many hours, and the need for balance in life again, right? Let others help you, because this can lead to health problems from stress, right? Don't over stress here. There we go again. This is a week of balance, guys. We got the Justice card. We've got the Two of Pentacles here. So all work and no play is not good. Or all play and no work is not good, right? So balance your work life with your love life this week. I would say that's the big message coming through for the collective. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit is our Four of Wands. So I would say for those of you that are in a soulmate relationship, twin flame journey, there's a lot of good going on behind the scenes, even if you're not entirely aware of it. That's why this is the message from Spirit, right? This is about, letting you know that no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're going through, even if you're totally single, don't worry. The divine is working on your behalf, especially if you request it. You got to request it. You got to say, hey, Spirit, hey, angels, hey, y'all. Help me with my love life. Help that right one to come to me. Help me to get that ready if they haven't already showed up yet. And if it's already in process, give me strength and give me courage to get through to the good stuff, because you are working through some things this week, no doubt. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. I mean, this is like 4 and 4. You're really working on the sense of security, stability. Four of Pentacles is all about that. It can be that security consciousness, right? You really want to make good choices. But yeah, a lot of people, that's what's very much affecting, our love relationships this week is work. It's work. So we got a balance between work and love this week. Let's get some advice on this for us. Nice. Yeah. For sure, I feel like for those of you who have been in a negative relationship situation or something that's been very toxic or hurtful or difficult, I feel like a lot of folks are letting it go. Like that's something that's going to be definitely happening this week. We've got the Death card, same as release, Scorpio energy. So this is definitely about major transitions, transformations, endings that lead to new beginnings, the need to release negative situations or people that hold you back. There could be a great deal of transformation for people that have been going through a painful love situation, that really helps to start change that up in a big way. Six of Cups. Yeah, it's something from the past coming back around, which doesn't really surprise me. We are in that Mercury retrograde energy. This could be like the ex returns and, wants a second chance. And you either say yes or you say hell no, and you, and you get rid of them. But this can certainly be clearing up some old past energy. Big time with that placement. What you need to know is our Queen of Wands is coming in here. So again, stay strong to your heart. Be true to yourself. Be bold, be brave. That courage card came up, and that was our first, key word of the week. So absolutely embrace your personal courage and strength. Come from the heart. Be kind, be generous, but also know your worth, and don't be afraid to put your foot down. And again, this is the need for balance in the personal and career life. Like that's a big thing for all of us this week. The Star card is on here too. So again, this is beautiful. To me, it's like anybody that is breaking free from an old toxic relationship or putting one to rest this week, oh, it's meant to be. The Star card is all about our freedom, our wishes and hopes and dreams coming true. It's Aquarius energy. It's that higher mind. And so very interesting too, we have Leo energy, Aquarius energy, very big balance here of what we need to know is that there's this big balance between love given and love received. Huge. Really empowering ourselves in all of our personal relationships, no matter what we're experiencing. Hopes and fears is the Nine of Wands, guys. Whoo! So I feel like for a lot of us, we're tired of fighting. A lot of folks are tired of fighting. They're tired of going through the drama and having to feel like they're on guard all the time, feeling defensive a lot of the time. And they really hope for the end of that. They hope for, better times ahead where they don't have to have their defenses up quite so much. Ask your angels for help. Yeah, that's a lot of stress. There's a lot of stress with that Nine of Swords. It's like, can we please just stop fighting? For some of y'all, that is what you're feeling. Can we please just stop fighting, stop the tension, stop the stress? I don't want to lose any more sleep over this connection, etc. Hopes and fears position is a little bit funky always because it isn't the tangible stuff. It's just what our hopes and our fears are, right? So take that in balance. Outcome card. Wow, very powerful. This is the same as the Devil card, and through traditional tarot is the Ego card. It's Capricorn energy. We have that full moon in Capricorn, so I think that's going to be a very powerful day, the 24th. This is that breaking free of old situations, old stagnation, things that have made us feel trapped, things that have made us feel stuck. So I feel like this is a week where it's very important to balance both work and love and social life, because we will be focused on work quite a bit. It's a week of empowering ourselves. It's a week of releasing a lot of old nasty stuff from the past. Wow. And stepping into our power. It's powerful for Capricorn for sure. Ooh! 2 of Cups on that, babies. 2 of Cups, that is all about our soulmates and our heart healings and all of that good stuff. So definitely, for some folks, I really feel a strong energy of, you're releasing an ex or releasing some pain about an ex so that you can go forward to a truly good, healed soulmate relationship where it is very positive and powerful. Or if you're already in that soulmate relationship, I feel like both of you could be dismantling a lot of these, roadblocks mentally, psychologically, emotionally that have really kept you from connecting on that deeper, more wonderful level. Ooh, on the bottom, we have the Star card coming up again. Again, personal liberation, freedom, faith in the future, right? Dreams coming true, positive changes that bring an end to challenging times, and the light at the end of the tunnel. And we also have Judgment. So to me, that is a resurrection. It's a rebirth, a renewal, phoenix from the ashes. This is a powerful week. This is a very powerful week. Aquarius is very strong on this. The Star card came out twice. Yep. Capricorn, very strong on this. Aries, Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Leo. There's a lot of signs on this read. A lot of signs on this read, but I'm liking this for us. I really am. Let's get some affirmations. Let's get some affirmations for this week ahead. What a week in love. What a week in love. This is powerful. For those of you that are already coupled, I feel like a lot of old fears and bad habits are being dismantled to, tap into this a little bit better. Tap into the love a little bit better, right? For those of you that are single, I feel like you're doing a lot of inner work and grounding work to leave behind the negative wounds of the past. And then I also feel for the people who are in separation or, in a situation where you're releasing an ex or you're breaking up with somebody, it's really powerful. It's meant to be. Like, it's fine. Like, don't even, if you know that it's time to let go of it, let go of it. This is all about bringing us back into balance. End of headaches, end of stress, If someone's bringing you more stress and headaches and pain in the ass than like the good stuff, that is always just a really big red flag. It's like, yeah, gotta pay attention to that. All right, let's see what we got. I pulled 3 of these little heart-shaped babies. Our first one. Oh, Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Really nice. Okay, guys, second one. Second affirmation is, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Aw, that's a great message for those who are in separation or a long distance relationship. There is union. There is union. And our last card, our last affirmation, wow, is forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events. Life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So yeah, this is definitely, for some of you all, this is big forgiveness in relationship. You know, for some of you, it may actually be a breakup. For some of you, it's like a breakthrough, not a breakup, right? Great read. Great read for our collective this week, y'all. Excited. Very exciting and excited to see that coming through. I think this ultimately leads to a lot of self-empowerment, greater freedom of expression, but for anybody on a soulmate twin flame journey, it's a definite power week. There's some big breakthroughs there. All right, guys. Yeah. Woo, we got 1717. 17 is one of my favorite numbers. I love that number. Got 17 in the chat and 17 thumbs up. It's exciting. All right. So for anybody that is interested in a personal question being answered, I will start to take those now. I do already have one person signed up for that, which is Ashton Birdie. If Ashton is in the house, we will go ahead and do her personal read. She already donated to our to the Dragon Fund last week. So she actually is already paid up. But if she's not in the, hey there she is. Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and do your read. Ashton, tell me what your question is for the evening. And if you know your astrology, like your sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever your signs are, you can tell me that as well if you want. All right, will she and her ex reconcile? Let me look at that. Let me get it. Let me get it. Libra sun. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, whatever info you want to throw at me, I'll take that all into your cards. I'll take it all in. If you give the dragon a little bit of info, she'll go a long way. I'm going to do just a basic love read for you guys. Let's get, actually, I'm going to do one keyword card. Capricorn moon. Oh, I'm a fellow Capricorn moon, baby. Libra sun, Gemini rising, Capricorn moon, and he's a Leo sun. Okay. She's a Libra sun. Yeah, I see that. Okay. Capricorn moon people gotta unite. I'm a Capricorn moon too. And I tell you what, the Capricorn moon is one of the most challenging moon signs. It's a tough one, especially for women a little bit more. It just, singing the blues, that's what I'd say. You know, the Capricorn moon, it definitely lends us towards that sense of melancholy, depression, loneliness. I know it sounds wonderful, but it's true. It's very true. I've battled with that or worked with that my whole life. Capricorn moon is tough. It can be very tough. It's also very ambitious. It's a very ambitious moon. Like, we really want to get a lot done. Like, that's a big, it kicks us from within, right? Yeah. Capricorn moon people, we really want that security, stability. We like to have money in the bank, you know. We don't mind working hard. Like we really don't. That's actually something we love. We love working hard at our stuff. So let's get a read, please. Dear angels, spirits, guardians, ancestors. Let's get a read on Miss Ashton here with her ex, her love interest. Let's see what their situation and energies are right now, please. And please give us the best advice possible for their highest good. Thank you so much. Ooh, okay. Okay. Trust is the card that flipped on out of here for you. This is the key word about this relationship right now. It may be that there are trust issues involved, and it may also be that it's sort of like, don't stress out about this. Trust the process. If it's meant to come back together, it will come back together, right? You know, it's like you don't need to stress. You don't need to worry because what's meant to be will be. Trust is your main key word right there. Still your mind, right? Quiet the mind, and trust in the process. So let's get a card on your energy towards this relationship, how you're feeling right now, Ashton. Let's see what comes up for you first. Knight of Cups. So you are definitely in that mode of, will they come to me? Should I go to them? You know, the Knight of Cups is those love offers, right? It's the love offers. It's, you know, that kind of romantic quality. It's very Pisces energy. It's romantic. It's flirtatious. It's that falling in love. So let's see what we've got. I think also it's a little bit of a need for seeing things clearly, because you might be seeing things a little bit like better than maybe they were, you know, because of nostalgia, because of sentimentality. You know, that can sometimes be clouding your judgment just a little bit. Take that as it applies to you or not. So let's get a clarifier on this Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups and Nine of Cups, both lining up together. So I really feel like, yes, I mean, this is just like you're really thinking about hopes, dreams, wishes to be fulfilled. Yeah, that's how you feel about this relationship. It's like, I feel like you see the potential of it. You see that there's still potential. You still feel a lot of love, obviously. So let's see what their energy is right now. Let's see how he's feeling, what this Mr. Leo is doing. What's his energy around this relationship as of right now? Three of Cups. Not bad. Not bad. He's probably socializing a decent amount, maybe, and maybe, you know, going out to drink, maybe a little too much sometimes with the Three of Cups, can be that kind of party energy. So that could be happening, but I would also say that it's not, he doesn't see this in a bad light, right? He doesn't see the relationship in a bad light. Let's see what we've got. He might be like talking to his friends, you know, and saying, well, what do you think about this? You know, what do you think I should do? Because that is that, like, friends and companions card. Hanged Man. He's right now it's kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's sort of in limbo. He's not really sure which side is up or down. Nothing's conclusive right now. That's what I feel, you know, from him. It's like nothing's completely conclusive. He's not done, you know, he's not done with things, but he's also not like all the way in either. You know, obviously if things are in a separated situation right now, and he may be very confused, because the Hanged Man can definitely lend to that sort of confusion. And yeah, again, it's a Neptune energy. He could be drinking or doing something that kind of like, you know, helps him to escape the pain. And people do that a lot. You know, people do that a lot when they're hurting. So let's see what we've got. What are your feelings currently towards him? What would you like to see happen? Let's see what we've got. I mean, you really, wow, Ten of Pentacles. Your feelings towards him are like, yeah, I want this back together. I feel like there's, you feel that there's, security, stability, potential for the future, um, marriage, home, family, the whole thing. Like, you really feel that towards him. Like, that's how, how you feel about him. It's like, let's put this back together. I feel like your energy is very, certain. It's like this is who I would like to build things with. And you also feel a little defensive, which I think is normal when anything is separated like that, because you also feel like you do have the higher ground in a lot of ways. You feel like you're right about it. Like you feel like you know better. You might feel a little defensive. Like if he questions your judgment or kind of comes for your core values, like you might get really riled up with that Seven of Wands, because this is somebody that's really like, no, I know that I'm right. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in, what I know is good. And so, you may feel a little argumentative towards him too. You might. It's like it's a little hard for you to interact with him or think about interacting with him without getting a little bit like, what the hell? Why can't you just do right? So it's also, it's that card of choosing your battles wisely, because, not everything is worth turning into an argument. But that is kind of how you're feeling right now. A little bit pissed. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Let's get into what his feelings are towards you, Ashton. Let's see what he is feeling directed towards you. Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like this is sort of like he's trying to sort out what he wants to do for the future. He might be procrastinating a little. He might be moving kind of slowly on it, because the Knight of Pentacles doesn't move super fast. He's our little turtle knight. But this is a loyalty. This is loyal. It's dedicated. Planning, a course of action. So let me see what the clarifier is. Let me see what the clarifier is on this Knight of Pentacles. King of Cups. This is actually pretty nice. This is actually pretty nice. I feel like, I mean, just looking at these cards, I feel like he's still pretty loyal to you, Ashton. Very much. I mean, if you go by these cards, he's pretty damn loyal to you. I don't think he's running around trying to chase other people down. And even if he's talking to other people, I don't think he's taking it very seriously. Knight of Pentacles and King of Cups are both very loyal cards. And the King of Cups is about heart healing. It's about, heart repair and making good decisions with your emotions. I think that if he's procrastinating or moving slowly, it's because he's trying to sort out what the best course of action is. What is the wisest choice? What's the wisest choice for the heart and for his emotions and your emotions both? But I really don't get the sense that he's disloyal to you. Not at this point. Even if he was in the past. I don't know all the details there, but I mean, that's pretty solid. That's really solid feelings towards you. Wow. So let's get some pros and cons on this. I'm gonna pull first. We're gonna look at the positives, the things that draw you two together. And we're gonna also look at the challenges and what, roadblocks you've got. Ten of Pentacles. Not Ten of Pentacles, I'm sorry. Ten of Wands. So guys, I really do feel that this is so much. Ashton, you both work really hard. And that may be a big thing that blocks the positive energy between you. There's some old stuff from the past as well that I think that is going to be put away. That's got to be put aside, right? There's some old burdens from the past that have to be let go of. Wow. Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like right now there's a real need to release. There's a real need to release things, Ashton, because this is in the positives. So things need to be released. Things need to be brought back into balance. Queen of Swords is Libra energy, and she is one bad mama. She does not put up with chaos, difficulty, people causing her heartache or trouble. And the Ten of Wands is a difficult cycle coming to an end. So some things have to be, like, I think you guys ultimately, to get back together and to get back on that course of action, you have to be really honest with each other about the mistakes that either of you made, how you're going to make it better, and how you're going to actively let go of those old issues. Letting bygones be bygones, right? It's like we got to shape it up. Wow. Let's get into the challenges. King of Wands. Okay. A little ego going on. And you know, he is a Leo, and Leo ego is famous, right? A little bit of a blockage with the ego, guys. Yes, a little bit of an ego situation. So you both might have a bit of a temper. You get very passionate. You get very self-protective. Gotta work through that, right? Look at that Eight of Pentacles. You gotta work through that together, Ashton, if you decide to. It takes some time to dismantle that, but y'all both might be very fiery and feisty. I do get that from you for sure. You're not willing to let anybody walk all over you. That is certain. It's like, I love you, but I'm not gonna let you step on me, baby. Let's get some suggested advice here. What's the suggested approach on all this, please, Spirit? Oh, you gotta let it go for now. You gotta let it go for now. Maybe not forever, but I think you gotta let it go for now. This is the part, this gets back to that trust card, right? You gotta trust the process. I wouldn't hang on to this for dear life. I would let this be a little relaxed, because the Eight of Cups is about leaving behind something that isn't, you know, fulfilling, isn't spiritually or emotionally fulfilling. You know, and of course, you know, these are just suggestions. You don't have to take them. Always remember that. You don't have to take the suggestion. But this is the suggested approach, is to kind of walk away, back off a little bit. You know, because look at this, Two of Cups. It's, you know, this is that healing relationship. This is that very solid soulmate connection. And so what I really feel, Ashton, you may take a back step from this, and some of the possibilities that come from it is either you end up meeting somebody that's even better for you, or you back off, and as a result of that, giving it a rest, it comes back together very naturally. That is so nice, actually. That's really good advice. I would take that. Totally. Let's get a potential outcome on this. Wise Counselor. Very cool. So outcome is this Taurus energy, the same as the Hierophant in the traditional tarot. I wouldn't shy away from getting counseling, advice, really grounding yourself, really getting solid within yourself, unity with like-minded people. You know, this is all about getting solid within yourself. If he's blocked you on everything after a fight. Yeah, well, see, that's the blockage. That's the blockage, is the temper, is the fire. I do think it'll settle down, but it's not going to if you chase him down right now. Like, you know what I mean? Because the King of Wands in that challenged position really makes me feel like y'all both have a temper, and he probably a little bit more so than you, because that is a masculine energy coming through. So I would give it time. I totally would just back off, give it time. That's why that Eight of Cups is there. To me, I feel like if this is going to come back together, it's going to be as a result of you just sort of saying, you know what? I'm going to let you have your space. I'm going to go do my own thing, right? I really do. And I know that that's so tough. I know it's counterintuitive because especially as women or as, you know, people with the feminine energy, we want to work it out. We want to talk it out. We want to like go do that. But a lot of times with dudes or people with a lot of masculine energy, just give them a minute. Like they got to fuss it out. They got to get over their darn ego and get over their darn temper and chill out. Just chill the heck out, right? So that's what I honestly would do about this. I do not see this person as being disloyal to you. I feel like they really do still care quite a bit. I don't see them as straying or running around on you. I think they're just kind of confused and trying to maybe make a little bit of a plan. So I wouldn't stress about this too much. I would trust in the process. Potential outcome. We've got the Taurus card, the Wise Counselor, and we've got the Page of Cups. So I do feel like with the Page of Cups, apologies, forgiveness, love messages are forthcoming. That's just the cards, guys. That's just the cards. You know, people have their own free will, always, but that's what these really say. On the bottom, here's the Fool card. Take the leap of faith. Trust in the universe. Trust in the divine process. You know, do what comes naturally and comes next. Don't worry about chasing this guy. Two of Wands. This is fresh new energy. So I would say open your mind up to the possibilities, Ashton. My feeling with this, you know, suggested approach of the Eight of Cups and the Two of Cups is really saying you're either going to walk away and kind of give this guy a break, and either something even better is going to come into your life, or he's going to come around and you'll patch it back up. This is a good read. This is a great read. Very nice. Yeah. The big challenge for you is just not stressing out over it and just trusting in the process. The people that are meant to be in our life, they will be in our life, right? You can't mess it up. That's always what I say. And I believe it. Straight up. I totally believe it in my own personal life and relationships that if somebody is meant to be, if something is meant to be in our life, no amount of ruining it or messing it up can ruin it. It won't. Like, you know, if he's meant to be in your life, he'll be in your life. Don't even worry about it. I want you to have fun. I want you to relax. I want you to have a good time. I want you to pay attention to yourself, love yourself, and don't worry too much about it. I would let it go for now because, you know, he's got a temper. You've got a little temper too, and he just needs to chill. He just needs time to chill out, you know. That whole business, that's such a new, like, modern thing. Everybody blocking each other. It's like, oh my God, could you just not, y'all? All right. Who we got next? Who we got next in the house? We got two people on the list. Let's see. I'm going to go back through and see who donated. We got two folks that came through while I was yapping. Hey, Carmela. Good to see you. Let's do Carmela's number 2. And we have Silver, number 3. All right. Angel card reading. Okay. Let me get my angel cards, and I will do that for you. Because I have plenty of angel cards, that's for sure. Who's talking about White Russians? That reminds me of The Big Lebowski. I got a beverage here, man. I can't hear about White Russians without thinking about The Big Lebowski. One of the funniest movies ever made. It truly is. That movie has the dubious honor of being, I think it's the movie with like the use of the F word the most times Yeah, I hate the Eagles. It's so funny because my parents, you know, growing up, my parents, they were very conservative in a lot of ways, you know, and so like they would never watch something that had like a ton of swearing or, you know, things like that in it. But I will never forget. I said, I'm just gonna put my put this movie on for you guys and see what you think. And my dad loves Sam Neill, right? Who's the old cowboy guy in the beginning of it, you know, who narrates it. And so that kind of hooked him from the beginning. And my parents, as conservative and all that as they are, they watched that whole movie and they were dying laughing throughout the entirety of The Big Lebowski. It was hilarious. Oh my gosh, it made me just like giddy inside because it was like watching my conservative parents, you know. Oh, just watching them like laugh and crack up over The Big Lebowski was one of the best. It was one of the best times ever. I was like, I actually cannot believe that they're sitting here laughing at this movie that has so much swearing in it, but they were dying. Like, my parents do have that like real weird sense of humor. And I'd say The Big Lebowski is definitely one of those movies that you either are going to think it's absolutely hilarious and you're going to love it, or you're going to be like, I just don't get this. Like, I've literally showed that movie to people that were like, I don't really get what this is. Like, they just could not, like, they couldn't get into it. And, but my mom and my dad, it was great. It was great. Oh, Carmela, now that's funny. Sam Elliott, that's right, not Sam Neill, sorry. Sam Elliott, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all are great. No, that's a favorite. That's a favorite crazy campy classic. Yeah. Thanks, Gwen. Yu-Gi-Oh is like a card game. It's like Pokemon. I don't think there's like a whole lot of deeper meaning to it. Yeah. It's a different card game there, buddies. It's a different card game. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, the reason I will not be part of Ashes being spread outdoors. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Oh yeah, the dude is the greatest. My ex-husband, oh man, totally the dude. Absolutely the dude. Yes. Absolutely. I have totally known guys that were just you know, that way. That way totally. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Daisy. You're so sweet to say that. Yeah. Donnie, you're out of your element. You're out of your element. This aggression will not stand, man. Cynthia's dog. I think it's a Pomeranian. They're gonna kill that poor woman. That poor woman. She kidnapped herself. She kidnapped herself. I also loved, oh, Philip Seymour Hoffman in that movie. Everybody in that. That's just, oh, it's one of the best. It is. It's one of the best. I would love to go to, they do the Lebowski Fest in different cities. I would love to go to that. Like, people dress up as the characters and they like go to bowling alleys and, oh, it's just like a big party for that movie. Yeah. Is this your homework? Is this your homework, Larry? Yeah, Julianne Moore. Oh my gosh. She's so good at that. Do you like sex, Mr. Lebowski? Yeah. in the no, in the parlance of our times. The accent. Oh my gosh, the whole thing. The whole thing is so brilliant. They had too much fun making that. They had too much fun making that. And the like fake German band. Was the Marmot. What are you, a park ranger now? The Marmot. Nice Marmot. There you go, David. Yep, Gingers love David. Exactly. All right, my darlings, let's get back to it. This movie is one that we could just crack on all night. It's one of the best. Yep. Oh, John Turturro, the Jesus. Yeah, that oh. Let me tell you, Bendejo. Oh, that's so great, Yu Yi. With the purple jumpsuit. Oh, y'all. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Walter. You're just an asshole. Calmer than you are. What, waving the gun around? Calmer than you are. Oh boy. Everybody in that movie, everybody in that thing, they were committed. They were committed to it. Purple jumpsuit and all. That's brilliant, Yu Yi. Oh my gosh. You give me such inspiration. The landlord, the little dude with his interpretive dance. I've seen people dress up as him for the Lebowski Fest. Oh yeah. What are you, Brother Seamus? Are you Irish monk? Yeah, I don't roll on Shabbos. I don't roll on Shabbos. What? So you get divorced, you stop being Jewish? No. Cynthia's dog. I think it's a Pomeranian. You can't board it. Its hair falls out. It gets upset. Fry King. We're talking about The Big Lebowski. We're talking about that movie. It's a great movie. It's actually, it's funny, but Jeff Bridges, who plays the main role, who plays the dude, is a Sagittarius. Oh, and he is such a Sagittarius. Like, he's just to me like an ultimate Sag. And he's yeah, he's so strong. All right, guys. So let's start out. We got Carmela first. Carmela Vasciano. And Carmela, you said you just wanted to get some general messages, some general guidance kind of stuff. Love Jeff Bridges. Absolutely. He's fabulous. Silver, if you need to run, that's okay. If I'm not able to get to you in time, just remind me on my next live stream and I'll do your reading then, because I do have one person in front of you. Yeah. So if you need to run, that's totally fine. Just the next time I'm on a live or whenever you find, me doing a live, because I do them pretty regular, just remind me that you had paid for a session. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go back to Carmela's question, but I think she was just looking for some basic, yeah. Some basic info. Any guidance from ancestors and guides about what's next? Oh, let me grab, I've got a really nice deck that I use for like spirit messages from your ancestors. Let's use that deck. We'll do a 6-card tarot read, and then I'm going to pull a few messages from your passed on loved ones. I actually feel them really strongly around you. Wow. As soon as they tap into you, Carmela, I do feel them. That's nice. Wow. Okay. Dear ancestors, guardians, and guides, please show me what you've got for Carmela Vasciano. Any information, any guidance that you want her to be aware of, what's coming up next in her life, what her, you know, immediate future progression is. Wow, that's quite a message there. That really is. Okay. We're going to clarify these, of course, but we're going to start out with the Four of Pentacles for you, Carmela. Four of Pentacles is all about, it's security consciousness. It's really about balance. It's about, you know, not wanting to spend too much or go too far, but also not getting too closed up at the same time. This could also be about something that you've been holding onto in the heart chakra that needs to be released, right? Because it is that heart chakra energy. So I say with this is managing your resources wisely, managing your emotions wisely, having a balance between how much you keep to yourself and for yourself versus how much you give out to other people. So let's get a clarifier on the Four of Pentacles. Oh, it's the Wheel of Fortune. So I would say the advice here, more Carmela, is to move forward. It's to come out of a stagnant place. And I would say it's also coming out of a place of living at the minimum, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune is about expansion. It's Jupiter ruled. It goes beyond the here and now. It steps out of the comfort zone. And so I would say that if you feel like you've kind of been living at the minimum or living, you know, really cautiously, they want to see you grow. They want to see you succeed and expand. And as a result, have more good luck and more opportunities coming to your life. The Four of Cups is what's coming up next. So I would say as well, they're also saying, don't get so stuck or fixated on things that aren't working or people that aren't returning your affections or returning your energy, job situations even that are not very positive or happy for you. And to get up from out underneath that tree, right? And look at the opportunities that are being presented to you in other places, right? Because a lot of times we can get so focused on the things that are not as fulfilling, right? It's kind of like there's this disappointing, you know, he's kind of down. He's like, oh, why is this the way it is? And so here we go. You know, there's the opportunities. There's the better, you know, potentials coming forward. Let's get a clarifier. Thanks for knocking them out, Silver Star. I knew we were going to have trolls tonight. I knew we were going to have them. Oh, wow. More Sagittarius energy. So, Carmela, this is definitely like they're recognizing that maybe, you know, you've kind of been living at the minimum or you kind of haven't been, you know, paying attention to some of the good stuff that may be coming through for you. And so the Knight of Wands, yet again, this is moving you forward. It's getting you out of stagnation. It's breaking you free for the future. I would say that this is really like message from spirit, message from your ancestors that they really want to see you happier. They want to see you following your passions, maybe traveling more, you know, at least like having forward movement, like getting out of like stagnation, getting out of a stuck place that you may have been in. Oh God, really? All right. Outcome card is the Strength card here, Carmela, the Leo energy. I love that because to me, this is getting back into a greater balance. And it's really the balance of both your spiritual side, which is shown by the angel, you know, by the symbol of the woman in the Strength card. And then the lion, that's the symbol of our personal manifestation on earth, right? That's our physical manifestation. And that's why, you know, like a lot of times you see in the strength card, it's the angel or the woman, you know, calming down the lion, because that's our inner spirit. That's our divine side that we have, is calming down, you know, our fears, our worries, our passions, our ups and downs, right? And getting them to be calmer. And it's also a Leo energy, so it's stepping into that heart space, stepping into that heart energy, Carmela. I feel like this is a very positive reading, and I feel like what your ancestors and your loved ones really want to tell you is they want to see you coming out of a place of living at the minimum, being, you know, maybe too cautious or focusing on things that haven't worked out in the past, and they want to see you move forward. They want to see you grow past that and break down some of those old barriers. It's nice. Yeah, look at this. They definitely do. They definitely do. Look at that 8 of Cups. It is all about moving past things that have not been spiritually or emotionally fulfilling and moving towards things that are. It's a very, very clear message. On the bottom, we have the Emperor. So this is Aries energy, more fire. Aries and Leo energy, Sagittarius energy on this reading, big time. Because those are very proactive. They're leadership oriented. They're moving forward. And the 10 of Wands is about putting down a burdensome cycle. It's about the end of a burdensome cycle. So let me get into just a few messages. This is my messages from Heaven deck. And let's see a little bit more messages. I'm going to pull 3. Please, dear ancestors of Carmela, all her past and loved ones, friends and family that are her support team, what messages do you have for her in addition to the tarot? Wow. Do you have somebody, or did you have someone in your life, Carmela, that would sometimes like just kind of pat you on the knee? Like that, I felt that. Like I just literally felt that. Like that sort of like, hey, how you doing? That like, there might be somebody from your life that would do that. First message: be creative. Look for ways to build, grow, and manifest. Very nice. Second message coming out is changes can bring you new life and energy. We will hold your hand. They're just reminding you, it's like when you make these changes in life and when you move past these old blockages, don't be afraid. They're there with you, you know, because you might be a little nervous to make those changes or move past those old barriers, but they're just reminding you, don't worry, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. We got you. And trust, love, and appreciate yourself and show respect for you. Yeah, they really want to empower you. They want you to empower yourself. That's why all that fire sign energy is coming up, right? That's why all that fire sign is coming up, because they really want you to appreciate yourself, love yourself. Don't disrespect yourself or anybody else. Yeah, it's very empowering messages there, Carmela. Nice, very nice read. Alrighty. That's right, Silver. It's a game. It's a game. It's called Whack-A-Troll. That's what Jacqueline calls it. It's like, how quick can you be smacking them? All right, Silver. You said you want angel card reading, so I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to do that for you. I got some good angel cards. I got my Doreen Virtue. Got my archangels, archangel messages, and my Archangel Michael. Oh, thank you, Yuyi. I will go check that, but I'm going to write you down. I'm going to write you down on the list so that we don't mess that up. You're going to be number 4. Awesome. All right. Yeah, I definitely feel that, Carmela. Yeah, they want you to rediscover yourself, and that's powerful. That's so good. All right. Yeah, I love that. Great messages. Great messages, Carmela. It was a very, like, I feel like your ancestors are very strong with you. I felt that as soon as as soon as we started. I was like, oh, there they are. Like you have some powerful allies. That's how I feel about my dad. Like his spirit real strong. All right, Silver. I'm going to do a basic angel reading for you. If there's any, info you want to give me, you can type that right now. If you want to tell me, like, your astrology sign or, maybe a question on your mind. But otherwise, I'm just going to do a, oh, wow. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome, Carmela. But I'm going to do some archangels for you first. I'm going to pull 3 to see what's coming up for you and who's on your side, who's really guiding you the strongest right now. So dear angels and archangels, please show us what you have for Silver. Which one of you are watching over her? Who should she work with and talk to the most and reach out to? Whew, got a sneeze on that one. Ooh, these are coming. Strong, strong, strong. Okay, Zadkiel is coming out twice. One of my favorite angels, actually. We don't talk about Zadkiel enough. First card out for you, Silver, is Beloved One, the Archangel Chamuel, which is very much tapped into your personal relationships, whether they are romantic, friendship, co-workers, family. This is very much about supporting and healing your personal relationship dynamics. So I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate connections. And I'm going to use the Archangel Oracle to get a deeper message from Chamuel to you. Ground yourself. Ooh, yes. So when it comes to your personal relationships, soulmate relationships, it is definitely important to keep yourself grounded, feet on the ground, solid, spend time in nature, that kind of thing. When you detach from the awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. Very nice. Right in the center, we have Clairaudience, the Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel has actually came up twice, so you've got him twice on this reading. Notice the loving guidance that you hear inside your mind or from other people. This is an Archangel of Clairaudience. So if you tend to notice, like if you actually hear voices, I'm a little bit clairaudient, straight up. Like I will actually hear the voices of my angels, my spirit guides, my passed on ancestors will actually they will speak up. Sometimes when I'm in a dream state, a lot of times when I'm like just waking up, I will hear them like talk to me. It's it's interesting. It's really interesting when that happens. But definitely notice anything that you hear that feels like it's coming from outside of yourself. Sometimes these messages can show up in dreams. Sometimes they can come through as recurrent symbols. But yeah, clairaudience is definitely on your side. So let's get a deeper message from the Oracle on this card. Release and surrender. Beautiful. It's a beautiful card for one thing. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. So I would say for you, Silver, pay attention to the messages, to the signs, the symbols, the voices that you may be hearing, and use that information, use their guidance to help you to release and surrender something that you've been holding on to tightly. Going into your third Archangel card, we have Compassion, again from Archangel Zadkiel. You might want to look this up. You can easily Google this, Google Archangel Zadkiel to really get even deeper into understanding and working with this angel. So soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved including yourself. I think that Zadkiel comes along a lot of the time when we are, in a process of healing, when we need to be forgiving and compassionate to ourselves and others, and also at times of big transition, big time transition. It was in 2010 that I actually had a vision of Zadkiel. I was doing readings at a metaphysical store, and I had, my own little room, and Zadkiel was in the room. Like, it was really something. It was just like, whoa. Very strong energy, and it was really needed. It was really important for me at that time. It really stands out. That's why I love Zadkiel. It's a powerful archangel and someone that obviously is coming through for you twice. Zadkiel. Yep. So let's get a clarifier on this card for you, Silver. Let's get an oracle message from him. Ooh, creative project. Obviously, I love this card because I love the harp. I play the harp. So there we go. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infinite artistry and creativity in your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion towards your life. That's an interesting card too, because to me, it's really saying to have compassion for yourself, have compassion for others, and working through some creative process could really help you to embrace that. And creativity can find its, ways through everything that you do, not just music, not just, painting or drawing or the traditional arts. I think that we can put creativity into pretty much anything that we do. And so, Silver, that might be a really big message for you coming through, that, infuse more creativity into your life and getting creative with the people that you care about, including yourself, because that's going to radiate more compassion, more love, and more heart healing outward. So now I am going to pull, I'll pull 3 cards from the Archangel Michael deck as some last thoughts and messages for you, because we always love working. Dear Archangel Michael, please bring through your messages to our dear Silver through this deck. Please show us 3 cards of what you most want her to know. Yeah, oh, I love it. I do love these cards. Oh man, I haven't used them in a minute. So be gentle with yourself. I definitely feel that with the release, the surrender, the extra compassion coming through with Zadkiel. So this one says, Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love in everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release any feelings of guilt to you so that I may experience lasting inner peace. And we do have a favorable outcome. So if you've been going through a challenging situation or something, it's in a big place of transition, there is a favorable outcome here. And I also love this balance. It feels like very Libra energy, on the artwork of this card because of the scales of balance. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. And then our last card is have confidence in the process. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. So what I feel, Silver, for me as a reader, just looking at all this, I feel like, what this overarching message is to have love and compassion for yourself and others, to have courage, to have confidence. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's really important for you to be gentle with yourself through your process. Ground yourself, release and surrender what you can. And also remember, the other archangel that came up was Chamuel. And Chamuel is all about healing and protecting ourselves and our personal relationships. So, yep. This very nice. Thanks for requesting the angel card reading, because I hadn't actually used these in a minute, and I used to use them constantly. I love these cards. Brings back nice memories. Aw, hey Yui. Do you have to go, or do you have time for your read? Because we're ready for you. If you can't do it tonight, Yui, I'll bump you to the next live stream, because we're gonna do these more. We're definitely gonna do these more. These are popular. We've had a great interest in them. I've had a lot of people, you know, really, really responding to it. So if you already donated, I will I'll do your mini read on the next live that we do. Yeah. Whew. All right, guys. So for right now, the list is open. If anyone wants to jump in, I may just sit here and chat with you. I love them too, Silver. You're welcome. Yeah, they're beautiful. No problem, Yui. We had a gal like that tonight. Ashton was from our last live, so, you know, no problem. If you pay for a reading on a live and either you can't wait, you know, through the list for us to get to you, or you have to go for any reason, always know that I will honor those donations, you know, in a future live. Yeah. Oh, no problem, Yui. No problem at all. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be doing personal questions on Sunday or not. Usually Sunday is my spirit animal Sunday, but it is the summer solstice on Sunday. So I'm actually going to be doing my summer solstice event and doing the summer readings for everyone. So, you know, we may just do, yeah, it's Lebowski's fault. I know. It totally is. I'm not Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude. So that's what you call me. That or dude or his dudeness or El Duderino if you're not into the whole brevity thing. It's totally his fault. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. I love it. But yeah, if everyone's done for tonight, that's totally fine too, because it has been a busy week, guys. My voice is actually a little bit tired from talking so much, because I've been doing like a ton of personal reads this week. So oh yeah, Gwen, I need to turn that thing on. I haven't watched it all the way through in a minute, and my mom loves laughing at that movie too, so I might have to turn it on for me and her. Because it's a great one. I just stopped in to see what condition my condition was in. Oh, the whole dream sequence with her and Marianne in the Viking helmet. Ah, there's like every scene is great in that movie. Every scene. Get out of my beach. What was it? My beach community. Get out of Malibu, Lebowski. Yeah. Oh, y'all. Yeah. If it's a slow night tonight, that's fine. Cause I'll go take off and just chill. Cause it's been a busy week. And next week's going to be a busy week, because the last week of the month, I'm always getting all of my monthly readings for the next month recorded and done for July. Yep. Can't believe July is going to be here really soon. I was on a long time. We were here for almost 4 hours. It was wild, actually, the other night, how many people came in for readings. It was nuts. And it was like, what, a Monday or a Tuesday night? It's just a weeknight, and I think we got on a little late. I mean, I was reading till almost 2 in the morning that night. Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty wild. You and me were here for it, Gwen. I was surprised, actually. Well, what it started out with was I had a gal that just wanted a quick reading, and she said, she really liked the format of the live streams. So I said, I'll do your reading on a live stream then. And if anybody else wants a read, they can come on in. And boy, did they come on in. Oh, that's great, David. Yeah, you can't. It's a classic. It's a modern classic of our times. Hey there, Corey Ann. Good to see you. Yeah, it's definitely like that's a Gen X classic from the 90s. It's just there is nothing quite like that movie. There truly is not. It is one of a kind. It is one of a kind. Hey, Hair Raisin. You're fine. We're just chilling out. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Your mama's not well. Oh. We're going to send her a lot of love. Good healing vibes. Good healing vibes to her. Yeah. Tonight we just did a collective reading. We did a love read for the collective for the week ahead. And I've just been taking personal questions with a donation after that. So kind of winding down. We had a short list tonight, but we finished those. And yeah, so that's what we've been doing tonight. So I don't know. I might not be on much longer unless somebody wants me to do a personal question for them. But that's okay. That's okay. Fridays have been kind of slower nights, and I don't know what that is. Like, I've had much busier nights on Sundays and like through the weekdays. Fridays have not been as busy lately, and I think that it's because they're relaxing, like, quarantines and restrictions, and people are going out more. And it's nice. Like, it's the summer is back, right? So people are going out more on the Friday nights than they were through the winter. And when, the quarantines and stuff were more in effect. I am tired, Marie. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm fine, but yeah, I've been working hard this week. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same, David. I'm not one of those party people. I am Kimberly. I am still taking questions, Kimberly, if you want to do a donation and ask some questions. Yep, I am here. My window is open for now. I like what I titled that last live stream. The dragon is in. Like the doctor is in. Yeah, everyone's getting out. That's good. It's good. I'm still very much homebody. I mean, I work from home. I run my eBay store, and that keeps me pretty busy. And then, of course, I do this. I do the channel, and I do personal readings. And so, I stay a busy little Capricornus. I do. I stay a busy little goat. It's very fulfilling. It's very fulfilling. $10 minimum, so 10 or more. 10 or more, Kimberly. Yep. And you can do that through the super chat option on YouTube, or you can do it through my PayPal link that's in my description box below. Hey there, Janet. Welcome to the chat. Oh, Gwen, do you have a lot of allergies to work around? It's been kind of nutty. Like, they're tearing this house down, like literally right outside my bedroom window. It's been nuts. One day was really bad. Like, it was 5 hours straight because they were digging out the yeah, I do, Marie. I have an eBay store. Ariel Rose Music is the name of my eBay store. I've been doing that for many years. It's a big support to my income for sure. Like, it helps a lot. Eventually what I'd love to be doing is, and I'm in process of doing that here, is, transitioning away from having, doing the selling on eBay and mostly focusing on my readings and my channel and my spiritual work. you know, and music as well, music in the future, because those are the things I really love to do. I'm good at eBay. I'm very good at it. I've definitely done well with it, continue to do well with it, but, you know, it's not my passion. You know, I enjoy it enough, but it's not like this, you know, that I really am crazy about and really love. You know, like, this is my love. Tarot, astrology, and music are those are my heart. You know, that's like my love stuff. That's the stuff. When I get to sit here and do reads for people, that makes me feel great, because I feel like, you know, I'm making a living helping folks and doing the things that I really feel passionately led to do. Yeah. You want to be an exterminator, David? You want to get rid of the cockroaches? Hey, you know, it's a job. That's the thing people need done always. Termite inspections, all that stuff. Silverfish. Yeah, all that, all that. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Oh, Kimberly, thank you for the donation. I talked to Luke, hoping things are going toward having a relationship again. Any help, please? I'm confused on how things are going. We are both Virgo. Oh, yes, I remember that read. The double Virgos. Well, I'm glad you talked to him. That's a very good thing, I would say, right? I mean, progress is progress. If the lines of communication are open, then, you know, you have a chance to work things out. That's always how I feel. You know, communication in any relationship or friendship is like oxygen. That's like oxygen. So let's write your name down. I always like to write my names on the list. So number 5 is our dear Kimberly. All right. I'm going to do a Celtic cross on this. I think the last reading style... Hey, Francisco, good to see you in the house. I think the last way that I did this was I did a like a relationship spread. This time I'm going to do a Celtic cross, since you've had communication, because that's going to give you a little bit more of like the past, present, future progression and some advice on like how to proceed and, you know, potential outcome and all that kind of thing. So let's do that this time. You ran into each other. See? That's it. I'm saying, if the universe freaking wants you together, it will work out, right? I always tell people. That's good. Oh, good. That's even better if you actually saw each other face to face, because then you can get body language and all that good stuff. Marie, my eBay store name is Ariel Rose Music. I can't post a link right now, but actually I think that if you go to my About Me on my YouTube tab, go to the About Me, and I think I actually have a link directly to my eBay store, because I did say go check that out if you feel like it, right? So I think it's on there. If you go to my About Me tab on my YouTube page, my YouTube channel page, it should have a direct link to my eBay store. So you can go shop the dragon. I sell a lot of girly stuff. I sell a lot of makeup, perfume, clothes, candles, my own music, all kinds of stuff is in there. Yeah. No worries, David. We're here for you anytime you want to chat. All right, Kimberly. Well, that's good. I just, you know, I always tell people that about relationships and relationship readings, you know, because, and I know how hard that is. I do. I've been through hell and back and inside out with love. And I think the biggest advice that I would give myself in the future and in the past, if I could give myself, you know, past advice, I would say, you know what, Ariel, don't even worry about this stuff, because what's meant to be will be. The right people will come into your life and they will stay. The wrong people will go out and they won't come back. And it's a good thing, right? And I'll tell you that in hindsight is always 2020. I'm so glad for the relationships that didn't work out, so that the good one I'm in did work out, right? It's just so true. Yeah. Oh, wow. He met your stepdad that was with you. So you had a little support there too. That's, We like that, Kimberly. We like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. You ain't alone, right? It's like you got your team. You got your physical team and you got your spiritual team. I think that's a good thing. So let's get into it. So Kimberly and Luke, let's see what we've got. Dear angels, dear ancestors, spiritual guides and guardians, please show me what you have for her currently in this relationship. What should she focus on? How to handle things as they come up? What the future trends are? Whatever they need for their highest good, please show us. Kimberly and Luke. Yeah. There's some things to work out. There really are some things to work out. Right at the center, I feel like this, Page of Wands is a very fresh energy. It's very new. It's very innocent. It's very childlike. And so that's that feeling of like clean slate, right? That's a feeling of clean slate in that center, right? It's new beginnings. So let's get a clarifier on that. High Priestess, using your intuition. Using your intuition. That's at the key of this. Paying attention to how you feel around this, how you feel deep down about having a new beginning with this or not, right? Pay attention to how that feels. If it feels positive, if it feels good, then go with it. If it feels like, be careful, listen to that as well, right? I would say that that's very important around, considering if you want to go forward with this or not. In the immediate past, yeah, there it is. There's that 5 of Cups. There's the disappointment, the heartache, the feeling of loss, the feeling of mourning something. But at the same time, the 5 of Cups, it's like there's that 3 that's been knocked over, but there's also the 2 that are still standing. So I really feel that what that's about, is that, yeah, there's been some punches, the relationship took some hits, but it's not like all is lost either. And that's where you're coming from with this. And that's why, there's still that potential. There's still that hope. It's like it hasn't been destroyed entirely. It's just taken some hits. So let's get a clarifier about this 5 of Cups. Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like, with this, that can sometimes be that hot, heated energy. It's Sagittarius energy moving forward very fast. Tempers may have flared, around that. That's honestly what I feel about that. And I think it's sort of like something went down too quickly in the heat of the moment. That's how I feel about that. And that's what led to kind of this, disappointment or feeling of loss. Going into the future, yeah, trying to talk about getting rid of toxicity and toxic people. 5 of Swords is toxic people all day long, right? This guy, who's leaving everybody else feeling like crap, steps on other people to get what they want, doesn't have integrity. And so this is, it's like avoid people who lack integrity or have questionable motives. That's, literally on this card. Like they put that on there. They put a little message on there. 5 of Swords is also that feeling of, should I stand up and fight for this or should I turn and walk away, right? So this is also that decision that you make around a relationship or a work situation or whatever it is you're dealing with. So let's get a clarifier, please, on this 5 of Swords. Yeah, 5 of Cups. Wow. I mean, 5 of Cups, past and future. You really do have some things to work through here. No doubt, Kimberly. Y'all got some things to work through. And yes, this has to do with negative people, negative situations. Might be hard to turn loose of them, but it's like you've kind of got to cut your losses to get to the good stuff, because 5 of Cups coming and going, like we said, the 3 of Cups that's knocked over, that's what's disappointing, that's what's causing the heartache. But the 2 of Cups standing behind you says not all is lost. Yeah, people came between you. It does not surprise me with these kind of cards. And it might be really disappointing because some of these people might have been people you considered to be friends, and now you're realizing that they're not. So I feel like there's actually maybe more disappointment around that than even the relationship itself. I almost feel like there's more disappointment over the people that sort of stabbed you in the back than the relationship itself. And once you sort of start realizing who the culprits were, or who, was really at the core of creating the conflict, the drama, things like that, it's gonna make you feel like crap for a while, right? It's not gonna feel good, because I feel like there were people who really they weren't honest, and they didn't really treat you right, right? They just didn't treat you right. And that's part of this. It's partly the relationship, and that issue is causing you a little bit of pain, but this is also that revelation that, these people that you thought you could trust, or people that you thought were friends or supportive of you, weren't really, right? And it's not just you leaving behind the troubles that happened in the relationship, but I think it's more to do even with the people that, that were there to cause conflict or sow seeds of distrust or drama. Yeah. On the subconscious level, though, what you're focused on is good manifestations. This is the Ace of Pentacles. So you're very focused on getting things literally back on the right track, following that yellow brick road, right? I love that she's holding the little bunny rabbit, because that's, abundance, magic, fertility, creativity. And so I feel like on the subconscious level, you're really nicely focused on creating good manifestations, getting things on a more grounded, tangible level, like we can actually do something to fix this. Grounding within yourself and feeling good about yourself, following your passions, following good counsel, following your personal wisdom, right? This is a very nice card that you're focused on. Like, you're focused on, let's do something to really fix the situation. Seven of Wands. And yeah, seven of Wands is certainly about standing up for yourself. So subconsciously, yes, I do feel like, sure, Kimberly, you're a little defensive, and that you're totally you're totally allowed to be. You're totally allowed to be a little defensive about this, because you got attacked, because, you might have let your guard down for a little while, and some crazy, narcissist or energy thief snuck in behind you and started sowing seeds of chaos behind your back. And so, yeah, you're like, no, like, I'm going to guard what's mine. I'm going to protect, what's valuable to me. And so, yeah, you are a little bit snarky, a little bit feisty right now. It's like, I feel like if somebody tries to, mess with you, you're very quick to react and respond right now. By asking him for help on things. Yeah. And that's good. Yeah. That's very Virgo. Virgos love to help each other, and they love to give advice and practical guidance to others. They're a service sign, so they always feel good when they're helping somebody else. So I would also say, of course, with that defensive energy that comes from the Seven of Wands, be on guard against, ne'er-do-wells, but also don't fight every single battle that comes your way, because the Seven of Wands always reminds you to pick your battles wisely, because you may be very much on guard, like, I'm gonna smack all them trolls. So just make sure you're smacking the right people. On the top, crowning the spread message from Spirit, is the Three of Swords, which isn't a surprise at all, considering what you're going through. This is heartbreak. This is disappointment. It's pain in a love situation many times. But the good thing about this card, the very, very powerful and healing thing about this card, is that it's great sadness that heals with time. Let go of the past. It's personal growth that comes from challenges, healing misunderstandings, and being there for those in need. So I feel like, with the Three of Swords, it's spirit is recognizing, yeah, you've been through a heartbreak, you've been through this loss, this disappointment. It's time to pull those swords out. It's time to recover from that, because that's the other side of this. Three of Swords is about heart recovery, healing the heart chakra, recovering from, those disappointments or things that have been difficult. And it is personal growth. Absolutely, it's personal growth, because my goodness, whenever you experience something like that, it makes you a little wiser. It makes you a little more, aware of what's going on around you. And you may be a little bit more careful around your social circle in the future. I'm that way. It's like there's that part of me. It's like very, very, I want to be trusting of people, but, my experiences in life have reminded me that it's like you have to be sure before you trust someone, right? Eight of Pentacles. Yes, this is a work in progress. It is a work in progress, but I think that you are working at it. So when it comes in regards to this heartache, since this is the message from Spirit, this is a really higher minded message and approach. It says just work at it one day at a time. The Eight of Pentacles, this isn't going to happen real fast. I don't feel like the healing is going to be overnight, but it is in progress. And so it's basically like saying, work at it when it's on your plate. Like, when y'all talk or when you connect, that's when to work on that. The rest of the time, don't stress about it. Don't stress out about it. But the recovery work, I think, is in progress. I do feel like the recovery work is in progress. It's one day at a time. One day at a time, rebuilding trust, rebuilding, that solid foundation. Let's get some advice for you. This is I feel like this is a very accurate reading. I mean, it's like the Five of Cups, Five of Swords. It all shows up in there about these unscrupulous people. Yeah. Absolutely. Suggested approach is the Eight of Cups, so it really is kind of leaving some things behind. I don't necessarily say it's leaving the relationship behind, but there's definitely some things that are being released. There's definitely some things that are being released. There's some big things that you're letting go of. Wow. Wow, wow, Kimberly. Eight of Cups on top of the Eight of Cups. So you've got this doubled up in the suggested approach. Absolutely. Leave the drama, the chaos, the conflict behind, And if it doesn't feel right to engage or to talk to him, honor that feeling, seriously, because a lot of the time, the Eight of Cups is like moving on. Just moving on, and I really feel like in a lot of ways this is taking your power back, taking your energy back, focusing more on yourself than on him or the relationship is important right now. When you take your power back, it's a powerful message to others that you value yourself highly. And when you value yourself, it sends a message that they've got to value you too, or they're not allowed into your life energetically. And that's what you really want, no matter how you feel about this guy, you really want him to honor, respect, appreciate you, that you are someone of integrity and you're always trying to do the right thing. And if he doesn't believe that or won't believe that, then it's like, right? Six of Pentacles is in the what you need to know. So again, reciprocal energy, equal give and take. I wouldn't give anything to this guy unless he's willing to kind of give to you back. That's my feeling. Equal and opposite energy, in that reciprocal flow. So let's get a clarifier on these Six of Pentacles, please. This is a balancing card. Yeah, and look at that. Clarified by the Lovers. Kimberly, oh my goodness. Communication flows both ways. Lover's card is a Gemini ruled card. So energy flows both ways. I try making him wondering what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Kimberly. Yeah. No, I wouldn't. I honestly, with that Eight of Cups coming up twice in the suggested approach, I wouldn't be so available. I honestly, that's how I feel. You know, if he can't trust in you enough yet, I, why be totally available to somebody that's not giving you that back? Like, you know, I hate to say it. I hate to say it that there's a little bit of game playing in relationships, but there is a little bit of game playing in relationships. There is. I mean, let's just be honest. There is a little bit of that. And when you are too available and too eager with someone, that sends a message to them that you have nothing else going on in your life and that you're kind of desperate and you don't want to come across as that way because you're not at core. And I know when it's love, like it's easy to fall into that trap. It's so easy to fall into that trap from being like the cool, unattainable one that everybody wants to be with to being the like needy one that they can't get away from fast enough. And so with that Eight of Cups, I'd say I would distance yourself a little bit. That's just, don't be too available. Don't be too available. And, you know, it's not about being fake. It's about paying more attention to yourself and loving yourself just as much as you love this other person. So important. It's just so important. And it's hard for us to take our power back. And it's hard for us to learn those lessons of boundaries. But this is about boundaries to a degree. Yes, you can be open. Yes, you can be kind and compassionate. But don't give more to somebody than they're willing to give back to you. That's what the Six of Pentacles is all about. You know, it's reciprocal, even give and take. It's somebody that has a tendency to give too much and not receive enough in return. And, you know, you don't want to break yourself, right? You know, in the traditional card, it's the person giving to the poor, but they're holding that scale of balance. So it's like, you know, I want to give and be charitable, but I don't want to give so much that I destroy myself in the process. That's a big lesson, especially for Virgo and Pisces. It really is, because you guys tend to just give till it bleeds. And this Lover's card. Yeah, this is all about communication. So, you know, let him call you. Let him call you. Let him come to you. This has to go in equal measure, or it's not cool. Because the Lovers is so much about those decisions. It's about, you know, Gemini energy. Okay, yeah, I can pull a few cards to see what his current feelings are for you. Hopes and fears is the renewal card, the judgment card. And so this is that phoenix rising from the ashes, right? This is things coming back. And I feel like, you know, like there's a part of you that's, you know, really hoping that this comes back together and it heals and you get a, you know, new lease on life and it resurrects. And there's also the fear, of course, that, you know, it may not, right? Page of Swords, new way of seeing things, be open to communication, right? And it's good that communication is open. It's good that communication is open. Potential outcome is the King of Pentacles, so this does feel very solid. It feels stable. I feel like things will stabilize. King of Pentacles is a very grounded masculine energy. It's very strong Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, of course. It is a balance as well between doing the work and also enjoying life. So I feel like when it comes to a love question, it feels very grounding. It feels more solid. It feels good. You know, it's a nice card. It feels like things could get back on equal grounded footing, you know, more stable. And Three of Cups, which is, you know, celebration. It's happy energy. It's a good feeling. Something to celebrate, something to feel happy about. So I don't feel like this is bad, but you definitely have some recovery work, and you definitely have that feeling of like needing to really identify some of these negative, toxic people that, you know, contributed to the problem in the first place and really knock that out. On the bottom, we have the Ace of Cups. This is a lot of love. I mean, this is a lot of love. And Three of Pentacles, which is really working together towards a common good outcome. Yeah. Whew. But I wouldn't make myself too available. That's just my personal feeling. Be available, but not too available, right? You know, it's like, because they got to do right by you, and they've got to be just as willing to admit, you know, the places where they messed up as you are, right? It's never as simple as just one or the other. It just isn't, you know. When it comes to relationships, it's never just that simple as having like, oh, it's all on one person or all on the other person, you know. Wow. So I'm just going to pull a few cards for you, Kimberly, because you wanted to see just like what his feelings are right now. I'm just going to pull like two and see. I'm just going to ask that question, like how he's feeling towards you, towards the relationship right now. No, I was feeling good. I like that. Six of Wands is very like a feeling of victory, success. So I would say that right now, as of now, the inclination is certainly more positive. More positive. You must have had a good talk. Wow. Yeah, look at that. The clarifiers that popped out on that Seven of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So there you go. It's like, this is what it's all about. You gotta call out the corruption. You gotta call out the secrets, the lies, the mysteries, the stuff, the people that were doing sneaky stuff behind your back, stabbing you in the back. Eight of Wands is a strong card of communication, and definitely loving communication. So I feel like certainly this is moving in a more positive direction right now. It definitely is. And in the question of does he want to put in the effort, let's just pull two on that as well. I think so. I think so, with the Three of Pentacles coming out, because that is a community effort kind of card. It's certainly coming together to work towards a positive process or something, you know, that you're working on. The Three of Pentacles, just as its straight message, straight energy, is, you know, coming together with like-minded people to create something that's for the good of all, right? And so I do feel like that is a card that signifies a willingness to work on something, a willingness to put something together for the common good, and the Star. Yeah, so right now, as of now, I would say that things look very nice, because the Star card is all about, you know, hopes, dreams, wishes, potential of your hopes and dreams to be fulfilled, right? And it's also Aquarius energy, so it's higher minded, it's getting to the truth of the matter for sure. Liberating yourself from the past and going towards the future with much more hope and optimism. So I'd say things are really in a good spot right now. I wouldn't push it or budget too much. I would just enjoy it for right now and just kind of let it percolate. Let it percolate for a minute. Let them come to you. Let them come to you. That's always how I feel about that. Raise your energy, raise your vibration, put on your nice perfume, take good care of yourself, enjoy your own energy, be that amazing, beautiful flower that the honeybees can't resist. That's what I want you to do for yourself. That's going to make you feel so much better too, just for yourself, yeah. And welcome to Nasty Women Tarot in the house. Good to see you, sweethearts. Oh my goodness. I am doing personal questions tonight with $10 minimum donation. So anybody that's interested with getting a personal question answered on this live, that's what I am doing tonight. So yeah. Exactly. Oh my God. Yeah, no. Kimberly, and they show up. I mean, you had the Five of Cups twice, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I mean, nefarious ne'er-do-wells, scoundrels. Hey there. Hey, hair raisin. Was traumatic, but I'm okay. I'm temperance. Weary tempered soldier. Oh, hair raisin. Oh, silly Hildy. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, we got some awesome folks coming in. Yes, we do. Who donated first? Who donated first? I think first we had Hair Raisin was on the list. Was on the list, and also Hilda, my beautiful Norwegian Leo. Hilda, no joke. Last night, I had a dream about being in Norway again. I'm telling you, it's wild that you came into the live tonight because I absolutely had a dream about being there. That is so crazy. And I also had a donation on PayPal from Nasty Women Tarot. Is that from you, Sharon? That's you. Yeah, Sharon. So who was first? We had on the YouTube chat, we had Hair Raisin and then Hilda. But I'm wondering, did Sharon? Sharon was already in there. Let's do Sharon's first. Okay. So we got 6, 7, and 8. All right. And so Gwen, I'm going to open it up for 2 more if we get 2 more people. And after that, I'll probably call it a night because I don't want to wear my throat out too much. Unless they're just like really wanting me to read, I'll make an exception. But you powdered my nose. Let's do it. Here we go. Gonna get serious now. I never that's that old saying about people always say that you shouldn't powder your nose in front of people. I'm like, you know what? Maybe they need to know like how much effort we put into this. They always say stuff like, don't powder your nose in front of other people. Don't put your lipstick on. I'm like, you know what? They need to know how much work we do. Throat chakra is good. It's just a little overworked. That's all. I got my Amazonite and I got my blue lace agate. That's great crystals for the throat chakra. All right. Let's clear a little bit. I'm gonna just let's burn a little sweetgrass. I like to try to clear between reads a little bit. Keep the energy flowing good. And voila, get our sweetgrass going on. What you tell me about owning my own home again? Ooh, I like that question. That's a cool question. Let's see what we got for that. All right. Love you, Sharon. Not sure if I'll be able to join your live tomorrow. It's been a crazy busy week. It's been crazy busy. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it or not. I might just be kind of like down for the count tomorrow and just needing some rest. But if not tomorrow, certainly in the future. Absolutely. I'm definitely joining y'all because I love you guys and I love your channel. And for anyone that's, watching this, if you haven't subscribed to Nasty Women Tarot, definitely check them out. They are super fun. They're very similar energy to what we have in here. They're very fun, very energetic, love their humor, just a good feel. Great community. Great little community of folks they got over there. All right, so Sharon, let's see what we've got for her tonight. Dear angels, guardians, guides, ancestors, please show me what information you have for Sharon about owning her own home again. Is this a good idea? What messages do you have around that for her highest good? Anything that she needs to know around this process going forward? Oh, well, that's nice. That's real nice. These are all pretty positive cards here, honey. They are. Right in the center here, we've got the Emperor card coming up at the center of the Celtic cross, Sharon. So to me, this is Aries energy. This is take the lead. It's that go for it energy. It's Mars, logic and organization coming together to increase your success, taking charge of a situation, structure and discipline, being combined with action and movement. So let's get a clarifier on top of this Emperor card. Wow, with the King of Wands on top of it, more Aries energy, because the King of Wands is like a minor arcana emperor. They both have that Aries power, that Aries energy. So I say, if you want to go for it, I would go for it. Like really, like this is like taking initiation, action, going for what you want, just saying to heck with it. I don't care if somebody else says I shouldn't do this. If it's right for me, it's right for me. In the immediate past, we do have the moon. The moon is that Pisces energy. So, in the past, like owning the home or something that happened in the home was very confusing. Maybe there was a loss financially or emotionally, and things weren't so clear. I feel like you're seeing things a lot clearer now than you did in the past, right? Because the moon can sometimes be those fuzzy feelings, fuzzy vision, not seeing things super clear. And as I was saying, this week coming up, Sharon, we actually have Neptune going into retrograde. And I like Neptune going into retrograde for the reason that it helps us to see things much more clearly. It takes off the rose-colored glasses. It doesn't sugarcoat anything. And so, the next 5 months while Neptune's in retrograde, we're making decisions from a much more logical place. Much more logical. Yeah. And there it is. Ace of Swords, cutting through deceptions, cutting through confusion, cutting through cloudiness or potential, things not being stated very clearly. I feel like things are going to be a lot more clear for you, actually, as Neptune goes into retrograde. Of course, for Pisces, that also makes you go into a little bit of, reorganization mode. You're rethinking, you're reworking, kind of, checking those dreams and saying, are my dreams and my, goals and my sort of my fantasies, like of what, my ultimate outcomes would be, are those logical? Can I actually get that in the real world, right? And so, I think that having Neptune going retrograde is actually a very positive thing because it helps us to make decisions from a more logical place rather than sort of a fantastical, dreamy place, which is not always the most reliable, right? It is. It's clarity. Yeah, definite clarity. Going into the future, we have the Two of Cups around this. So I kind of feel like, if you go forward into a new home situation, it's going to positively benefit your love life, your relationships. You may even partner up with somebody really good in the home buying process or moving through that because of that Two of Cups. It's a nice feeling. It's a real nice feeling of partnership and having help, having assistance. Let's get a clarifier on this Two of Cups, please, for Sharon. Aww. I'm gonna squeal like a little girl. Four of Wands on top of the Two of Cups for the future. Holy cow. So that, I'd say certainly, yeah, positive, very positive around going forward to, you know, thinking about a new home, thinking about somewhere to be, because you know what the Four of Wands is about. That's homecomings. That's a solid, positive feeling in the home. That's our twin flames and soulmates. Almost said what did I say? Our soul flames, twin mates. I almost said that. But yeah, this is definitely like a beautiful connection within the home, relationships improving, having a place of, you know, happiness, a place that just makes you feel really good to be. That's wonderful. I mean, that speaks for itself, especially you know, you're a tarot reader. You know what those kind of cards are together. That's powerful. What your subconscious is. Subconscious position is the Ace of Cups. So you're very focused on spiritual and emotional fulfillment, feeling good within your heart, within your center again. Of course, this is a very strong card for water signs. So if you're a Pisces, of course, this is a very strong card. But to me, the aces are always that hand of spirit bringing you a gift. And when it's the Ace of Cups, it's bringing you gifts of new emotional experiences, new romantic relationships, good friendships, awakening of psychic abilities, spiritual insights. And on the bottom, it says, love letters, a new home. Like, it literally says that on the card as a new home. So let's get into, yeah, I feel like you're looking for a place, for a home that really reflects your subconscious out into the world. Let's get a clarifier on the Ace of Cups, please. Queen of Cups, yes. Telling you, little Miss Pisces. Look at that, our little mermaid queen sitting there. So I feel like this is also, you're very focused on a place that feels like it's secure, like it's good. It's like it really supports your emotional center, your spiritual center, your emotional boundaries, really supports that as well. And it really reflects, yet again, it's like what you're feeling. You want a place that's really truthful to you, that really feels honest to you. Like this is a real incarnation of what I'm about, who I am, what I've, you know, evolved into and moved and grown into. That's so beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, you're very focused on doing what's right for your emotional center, your spiritual center. That's very much what you're focused on. Crowning the spread, message from Spirit on the top is the Page of Wands. So this is new beginnings, joyful energy, vitality returning, do things that fuel your passion. Make sure to finish what you start, you know, because that's some more Aries energy. This is the energy of initiation. So you may be soon initiating a process of either looking at homes, considering what you're doing. Have fun with it, right? You know, because Aries energy is fun. Like, make it fun. Don't just be like, oh, I gotta go do this. No. Make it fun. Make it a you know, enjoyable journey and process, because I feel like, you know, where this is all taking you is to such a positive place. It's taking you to the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. Good grief, girl. I mean, you cannot ask for better when it comes to that. Thank you, Freya King. Have a good night. Let's clarify the Page of Wands. Yeah, High Priestess on top of that. So yet again, using your intuition. Yeah, using your intuition about what's right for you. And of course, High Priestess is lunar ruled, which of course deals with things like the home. Yeah. So I would definitely use your intuition. If a place feels good to you, like if you look at a home, you look at a property, it's like if it feels right to you, like if it makes you happy being there, if you can really see yourself enjoying life in that space, that has a lot to do with it. It has so much to do with it. Let's get some advice on this for you. Moving forward, moving forward. Wow, I do feel like this is kind of this resurrection for you. You know, this process is like a resurrection for you. Suggested approach, go ahead and get the ball rolling with communication. But my advice, of course, with this card, because sometimes it can signal maybe taking on a little too much, only do it if you feel like you've got the time and it's not going to stress you out. That's the only thing that I would wait for at all. Like if you just feel like, you know, I've got a few projects or things that I need to, you know, wrap up before I take this on. Because you want this to be fun. You don't want it to be stressful. You don't want to be like, oh God, now I got all this on my plate. And you don't want it to be like that. So if you've got too much already going on, simplify, close up some of those old processes before you go ahead and jump in on the home search. But this is good movement forward. Eight of Wands is a Sagittarius card, so it really does move you forward. It breaks you out of stagnation, and it usually brings a lot of communication back and forth too. That Eight of Wands is notorious for that. It's notorious for opening up communications. And the Empress. Ooh! Again, very, very nice, stable, grounded, fertile energy. You know, I mean, I think you're ready to move forward into something that's so much more grounded, positive. Again, a creative space and place, because that is our creativity queen. Absolutely. Mother Earth, Mother Goddess, creating something out of nothing. What you need to know. Yeah, watch that legal process. Try to negotiate the best legal process. You might even want to employ a lawyer just a little bit on this to get the best deal, to get the best price, to negotiate the best terms. You know, if it's not something that you feel especially well versed in, yeah, you could get that legal advice that would really, really help you out quite a bit. I know, Emperor and Empress, right? Eight of Cups, yeah, because you're moving forward. You're leaving something behind that's been confusing or not very fulfilling, and you're coming back to your balance here. Hopes and fears position, yeah, is the Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel like, you know, that's the only thing you're nervous around. You don't want to lose your shirt on this, right? You want to make sure that you get the most for your money and that you utilize your resources as well as possible. That's really, you know, what your concern is. That's really it. And so that's why I would say, you know, be picky, get someone that's good and knows how to help you negotiate the best prices. Yeah, very, very nice. Exactly. Moving towards the Nine of Cups. So let's get a clarifier on this Ace of Pentacles for you. Temperance, yeah. Balance. Balance is important. And it also is a reminder to say, don't worry too much because you've learned a lot from the past. You've learned a lot from the past. Temperance always brings us greater strength and resilience. You know, and it is, again, keeping your feet on the ground. 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot in the water. 1 foot on the ground of logic, 1 foot in the water of intuition. Coming into the outcome, like I said, rebirth, renewal. This is the Judgment card in the traditional tarot. So I do feel like this is kind of that phoenix from the ashes. To me, the Judgment card is very much the higher vibration of the Death card. It's like you've already gone through transformation, transition, etc. And here comes the Judgment, the Pluto ruled energy, which really brings you to that higher plane. Phoenix from the ashes. That's what that card to me always says. Ooh, and Six of Wands. I think it'll be very successful, Sharon. In the outcome, it'll be a very successful energy because with Six of Wands is a recognized victory and success, achievement, good feeling of victory. Yeah, I think you're in a good place with this. This is very positive reading. It really is. Oh, look what's on the bottom is the Chariot. That's our Cancer power card, and it's Cancer is all about the home. And there's that movement forward. Yes. It's also a strong card of victory as well. And on the bottom, we got the Three of Pentacles. So there it is. Your new house might be a little bit of a fixer-upper. It might be. It might be one of those things where it's like, oh, it needs a little bit of help. It needs a little repairs. But I have a feeling like if it is, you're going to have like, it could be like a fun like community project with your friends and family to come help fix up the house, right? So nice. So nice. That was a great read. Could not get nicer. Especially that two of Cups with that Four of Wands. Whew. That's what you want when you're considering buying a home. That's what you freaking want to see. Great stuff. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you for blessing us tonight. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back and we'll continue. Alrighty. Back in action again. All right, so next we have Hair Raisin is up. Hey, Julie, good to see you. Yep, back at it, Dave, that's right. Add Julie to your list. Okay, awesome. And so I have one more space opened. It can be a challenge. Yeah, I agree, Sharon. It can be. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and see what we've got. Is Hair Raisin? Hair Raisin's here, isn't she? She's in the house. What was your question, sweetheart? Love you. Love you, Barb. It's been a while since I've read for you. It has been a minute. I'll bust out a little bit of my tuning fork action to just clear my cards while we wait for her. Yeah, isn't that funny? I already knew. Like, she was like, a little bit of sound therapy, please. Wow. I got you covered. That's so funny that she said that. Yeah. I was like, I have a feeling we need the forks. I picked them up before she even said it. It's so good. It's very, very good. Yeah, Hare Krishna. I love the chants. I love the kirtan chants. Hair raisin. I actually every Thursday night at around 7 or 7:30, Krishna Das does a live kirtan stream, and it's so good. Like, you can go back and watch him. I was actually listening to his stream from last night to tonight while I was getting ready for my stream. It's just a really wonderful grounding, centering, clearing, just very peaceful energy. So yeah, anybody who wants to check him out, whew, very, very good stuff. Go check out Krishna Das. His live streams are fabulous. They really are. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Gwen, so good. All right, so darling, Barb, what do you have? What's going on tonight? What is your main question that you want to focus on? Yeah, me too. I actually have been to a number of Krishna Das concerts. I've gotten to see him live, and he's great. What do I not see coming? Okay. I battled fearlessly a week ago. Tonight was traumatic, but I'm okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. All right, dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please let's see what you have for Barb. Messages for her, what she should be aware of, what she should be looking out for, anything that she needs to know in advance for her highest good, please. Wow, I find this really interesting here. Yeah. Well, you're certainly focused on it right now. That's for sure. So right at the center, Barb, we have the release card. We have the Scorpio energy. So this is definitely, of course, you know what that means. You know, it's that traditional death card, which is all about transition, transformations, endings that lead to new beginnings, the need to release certain situations or people, anything that's difficult, anything that's, you know, been painful, is definitely coming up to be reviewed and released here. And the Queen of Wands is coming in very strong on top of that as the clarifier. So I feel like for you, you know, that's our Leo queen. That's a very fiery queen. You are a fire sign. So to me, this is like taking your power back in a lot of ways, owning your situations, believing in yourself. This is a definitely, you know, a card of rebuilding your self-esteem, self-worth, self-trust. Solar plexus chakra, right, comes into that Queen of Wands. And using your magic, using your magic, using your spirituality, using your warm, loving, generous heart. And it's also to me saying that whatever you've released, whatever transitions out of your life, don't worry that it's taking any essential part of you. It's not. Nothing can destroy your heart. Nothing can destroy your warm, generous, glowing center. That's the power to me of the Queen of Wands. She gives generously because she knows that she'll never be depleted. There's always more love and more warmth where that came from. She's kind of like the sun, right? It's like that glowing center. You are very focused on, watching out for ne'er-do-wells, people that aren't, good for you. Five of Swords is in the subconscious, right? Five of Swords is in the subconscious position. So, this is really saying to avoid people who lack integrity or have questionable motives. If you get a funny feeling about people, you might really want to avoid them or just walk the other way. So that's something that's definitely coming up in your read tonight. You are very focused on that in your subconscious. It's like, I do not want any drama. I don't want to invite people that are just there to step on me and use me for whatever. So you might be releasing some people out of your life. That's certainly coming up with this reading so far. Yeah, Ten of Wands, there it is. I mean, you're really focused on putting down this heavy burden because the Ten of Wands is all about a burdensome cycle coming to an ending, right? And if there are people in your life or people that you really don't think are trustworthy, it's probably time to put them down. And you are very focused on ending those cycles. And also breaking cycles of maybe narcissistic abuse or people that don't treat you right. Yeah. In the immediate past, we have the Page of Cups. And so this is a lot of self-forgiveness, forgiveness of others, whether they apologized to you or not, right? There's that need to, forgive and let go, to surrender things, Now, if somebody comes in and apologizes to you, that's one thing, right? Then that gives you the power to forgive them. But I feel like there's that need to do that no matter what, no matter whether they, apologize to you or not. And it is stuff from the past because we have the Six of Cups. You might have been really thinking this over or dwelling on it a little bit and kind of going, I wish I had closure. I wish I had, whatever it was that I needed to feel like I could really move forward. And I know how that is. You know how people like that are. I mean, anybody that's ever been in an abusive narcissistic situation, I have certainly been in that situation before. And I remember working with a counselor and she said, you know what, it's one of those things that you may never get that forgiveness or that apology from them, right? You're never going to get the closure that you really want or need. So you have to give it to yourself, right? You have to give yourself your own closure. When it goes into the future, interesting that you mentioned Archangel Ariel, because Archangel Ariel, it's funny, that's my name, is Ariel, but Ariel means lion of God, right? It's a lion energy, and so I find that very interesting that your future energy here is the Strength card, which is, in this deck is an angel sitting with the lion. And so to me, you do have that power on your side. You do have that strength. You do have that courage. This is your spiritual guardians, guides, as well as your own spirit coming together with your outer manifestation to be very bold, to be courageous, to embrace your inner strength. This is personal power and assertiveness. Of course, we got that Queen of Wands. These are two big, powerful Lion Leo energy cards in your reading here, Barb. So personal power and assertiveness mixed together with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, and realizing you're stronger than you knew. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, and it's also about like breaking yourself free from some old self-limiting doubts and beliefs. Again, this to me gets into rebuilding your self-confidence, your self-esteem. And I think that what you're going through is very normal because whenever we've gotten hurt, betrayed, taken advantage of, it's really easy to feel like, well, why didn't I see that coming? Or why didn't I, know it was, what was coming in advance? we are intuitive people, but let's face it, even the most intuitive people can be blindsided. It's happened to me plenty of times, and I go, why didn't I see that coming? It's like sometimes we, for whatever reason, we had to get the lesson. For whatever reason, we had to go through that particular karma to get to the lesson. And so, you know, the Eight of Swords is all about breaking free of that self-imposed prison. Stop telling yourself you're not good enough. Stop putting yourself down. Stop not believing in your own personal power. And nobody can do that for you but you. You know, people can guide and help and encourage you, but ultimately you're the one that has to step into that place, cut through those, you know, ties that bind you, and start really reaffirming yourself. Oh yeah, I know how that feels, hair raisin. I've certainly, I mean, if you live on this planet any length of time, I mean, we've all been lied to, we've all been hurt, we've all been, you know, kind of, you know, shocked by people's actions in our life. And so to me, what's going forward here for you is really transitioning out of that. Whoa, what's that bug? So it just buzzed in my ear. That's probably my ex. It's like, get out of here. Yeah, that's probably what it is. So yeah, that's my ex, is that friggin' flag, and it's like, go. You know, so what I feel here is like there's this real transition, death cycle, you know, out of that old energy and you re-embracing who you are. And the more that you get into your creative side, because Leo is a very creative spirit, creative energy, and you've got a lot of that around you right now, it's really about rebuilding your self-esteem, your self-worth, you know, believing in yourself and your own goodness. It's great. It's beautiful. On the top, crowning the spread message from Spirit, is the Empress. So yet again, nice creative energy, manifesting new beginnings. There's that Mother Goddess, you know, Taurus, Libra, all about starting something new, something that's abundant, loving yourself. She is Venus energy, giving birth to your dreams, starting new creative projects, time to take action on what you want to manifest. You know, to me, that's like that real fearless feminine energy that comes in with the Empress. So that's really what the divine is saying. You know, they want you to embrace that higher vibration. Very nice. And the Magician, yeah! Ooh, the Empress and the Magician. So begin again, start anew, right? Start new projects. Take all of your, you know, talents, your gifts, your skills, your feelings, bring it together onto the table and say, here's what I got. Here's what I got, and here's what I'm going to create out of it. This is a great read. So let's get some advice. Let's get some advice on this for you, Barb. I love reading for you. It's been a while since I have. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, you know you're on a healing journey, of course. What you need to, the suggested approach is the Four of Wands. So I would say really cultivate your home energy. Cultivate your stability within the home, your happiness within your home environment, no matter what that is, because this is a lot to celebrate. Sending gratitude to the divine, to the angels, for the peace and prosperity that will be coming to you, peace and contentment in your personal life. I think anytime that we release negative old people or patterns out of our life, we make space for better things to come through, right? We really do. Because if negativity and negative people were taking up our energetic space, other things couldn't come in, you know? That's why I always say it's really hard to like attract a good new relationship if you're still in a crappy old relationship. It's really almost impossible because, you know, they're taking up your space. And that's why people end up getting into affairs and cheating on each other and getting it even worse. Because if you're already in this negative energy of a crappy relationship, about the only thing that can come in is more crap. You know? You got to clean out the wound before the real healing can start. You can't like attract good stuff while you're still in the mud. You can't. It's just, it's very, very, very challenging to do that. And Eight of Cups, yes. Oh, suggested approach. Yeah, it's leaving behind anything that has not been emotionally or spiritually fulfilling, anything that hasn't really filled that cup, that ninth cup that you needed filled. For some, you know, in some cases, Barb, you know, this could be even you moving from a home or moving to a new home or changing something up in a big way around your home environment or around your relationship environment too, as it relates to the home. That's very strong. What you need to know, there's your Temperance card. There's your Temperance card coming out with your balance. I'm going to finish your reading, Barb, but you can come back and watch the very end of it. If you need to go, that's cool. But I'm just going to finish out your cards here. So there's your Temperance. There it is. This is just that reminder that you're stronger than you know. You're more resilient than you know. You are tougher than you know. And that is, of course, a personal power card for you because you are a Sagittarius. And you do have a lot on your plate. You might be feeling a little bit emotionally overwhelmed. You might have a lot going on at this time, so balance it. Balance it. Don't overwhelm yourself. Take it one step at a time. Hopes and Fears position is the Hanged Man, so it is very much about, you know, one process completing, the next process not quite starting. You might feel like you're kind of in the middle of things in that limbo position. But I think that whatever you're letting go of, because that's a card of self-sacrifice, is meant to go, right? So embrace what's coming next. Ooh! Temperance on this as well. You know, and sometimes you might be doubting your own strength. Sometimes you might be saying, am I strong enough to get through this? Am I tough enough to survive this, right? That's kind of that's the inner fear. That's the inner concern. Outcome card is the Hermit. So there's that healing energy. There's that Virgo energy. Interestingly enough that you had the Temperance card come up twice. The Hermit card is Virgo. The Temperance card is Sagittarius. But I always feel a little bit of Sag on this card, and I always feel a little Virgo on Temperance. It's a very interesting feeling I've always had about those cards. And to me, this is about finding your personal truth. And the reason I feel the Sagittarius on the Hermit, even though it's a Virgo card, is because the Hermit is about seeking that inner truth, going on that journey of self-discovery. And that's very Sagittarian. It really is. And so to me, this is really emerging stronger, taking time for yourself to heal, to recover, to align back with what's really right for you. Time spent in peaceful meditation and balance. I love that card as the outcome. Let's get a clarifier for you on this. Yeah, Eight of Wands, more Sagittarius energy. Yeah, very, very nice. I feel, you know, things will move fast, you know, at the end, you know, as the outcome approaches this, as you move through this. It's not going to be stagnant. It's breaking you out of a lot of old patterns. And these are some very positive cards. Oh, yeah, 10 of Cups on the bottom. To me, that's moving you towards greater happiness and contentment. The Hierophant, very grounding, very nice Taurus energy. So it's very solid here. This is a really good reading for you. It really is. And I think, you know what, since you mentioned like the archangels, I'm just gonna pull like a few archangel cards for you, Barb, just because I feel like that's a really strong thing for you. There we go. Archangel Jeremiel, all is well. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to, with hidden blessings that you will soon understand. I love that. Gentleness is coming in here with Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time and surround yourself with gentle, positive people, situations, and environments. So don't put yourself in situations where you're dealing with really harsh, nasty people. Don't do it. Be gentle. You're going through a lot, so you don't need that. You don't need that mess. And Archangel Haniel is coming in with the moon cycles. So those lunar cycles are important too. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and work within those cycles. We do have a full moon coming up in Capricorn this week on a Jupiter day, Thursday. So notice how those moon cycles, you know, those are times, you know, full moons are more emotional. They're just more emotional. So pay attention to that and be gentle with yourself and be around good people. Don't be around the nasties. We don't like the nasties. All right, we got 2 more people on the list right now. We have got my little Norwegian beauty, my fabulous Leo lady. Hilda, are you still in the chat, honey? Exactly, Harrison. I know. And you know, when you're a bright light, they come around. They sure do. Yes, it is getting late, David. The night is young. The night is young for me. There she is. There's my lion lady. There's my lion lady. All right, Hilda. What's your question tonight? What do you want to put out there, my darling? I know I visited Norway again in my dreams last night. It was so funny. I'm coming there in my dreams. Yeah, put your bubble up, Barb. You got to put your protective layer around yourself when those people come around. That's right. I'm gonna charge my cards up for just a minute here too, while Hilda formulates her question for us. If you need to sleep, David, you go sleep. We won't take it personal. You're all right. Yes, Julie, if you need to go, if you're just tired and you need to go, I will put you at the top of the list for the next live. Yeah. Like some advice on direction now that you have your Mars return today. Oh, exciting. Yes, that's right. And Mars has also moved into Leo. So there's a lot of energy coming your way. I'm not as sleepy, David, as I am getting hungry. That's the dragon. Dragons are almost always hungry. Dragon likes to snap. Dragon likes to snap. Yes. I can't, yeah, I have to have my foods. My foods are important to Dragon. Yes. All right. All right, Hilda, let's see what we've got coming through for her. Any messages that we have for you around your Mars return and Leo going into Mars? Oh yeah, Julie, there you go. Nordic adventure. I had a Nordic adventure last night in my dreams. All kinds of unique stuff. It was really cool. I've had dreams about it before too. I swear that's I come visit Hilda in my dreams in Norway. Yeah, I'll wrap it up after Julie. Let's just go ahead and unless we've got somebody coming in that really like has a burning question, we'll go ahead and wrap up the stream after Julie. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. All right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, and friends. Let's see what we have for our beautiful Hilda. What messages and energy does she need to know around her Leo Mars and Mars return? Because I know that's happening in her chart right now. Let's see what we have for her. What does this bring about as a new cycle of energy and growth, forward movement? When you have that Mars return, that's a cycled ending of 2 years. You know, Mars takes 2 years to go one full rotation through your chart, and it really does like renew your energy. It renews your drive, your vitality, your purpose. So let's get a beat on that, please. Whatever she needs to know for that energy pattern. That's nice. Definitely fiery, definitely passionate, and that makes sense since it's a Mars reading right at the center of your Celtic cross, the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands, of course, is Sagittarius energy. It's forward movement. It's things coming out of stagnation, new cycles beginning. Many times if things like communication-wise had been kind of stagnant or stalled out, it gets it going again. It can be a lot of messages, text message, emails, phone calls, all starting to come in very quickly. Let's clarify this Eight of Wands, please. Woo! And the Tower. So this is Mars all over it. This is amazing. All right. So this is a Mars read, and the Tower is our card that's ruled by Mars. So action could sometimes be some unexpected things coming through, old cycles being completed, old foundations or structures that needed to come down, falling down so that new things can come in. But that feels super powerful. So you're definitely in that Mars return energy, Hilda. That's that's for sure. In the immediate past, we've got this Two of Cups. So I don't know what's going on with love, but you know, there could have been, you know, some kind of real romantic connection, maybe a lot of flirtation. I know that there's a lot of guys interested in you. So, you know, that maybe have, you know, come to a peak recently or in the immediate past. You know, somebody might be really infatuated you or vice versa, you know, back and forth. So let's get a clarifier on this Two of Cups, please. And the Knight of Wands. Ooh, is it a Sagittarius? I'm saying. That's like somebody coming in fast and furious too. Like that's like passionate. Like I want you. I want this now. I'm totally in love. I'm head over heels. And really, it's sort of like your decision to go with that or not, because sometimes the Knight of Wands can be a little bit of that player energy. Sometimes they're just there for a good time, not for a long time. And so you really have to kind of make a decision on whether you want to let them in or keep them around. Yeah. You know, sometimes Knight of Wands is just there to raid your fridge and eat your snacks and then they're out of there. You know, that's sometimes a thing with them. So, yeah. But that's like some powerful, like big, like love energy coming in. And that might be what's kind of like lighting your sky up on fire right now too. Like there might have been a really passionate encounter that's really triggering a lot of this movement forward. Just saying, just saying. Going into the future, we have the Justice card. So I do feel that ultimately what this Mars return and Mars and Leo is going to do is bring you back into balance. Like if you felt like you weren't living at the maximum or you weren't really doing as much as you wanted to for yourself, it's bringing that back into balance. This is Libra energy. So it is about equality. It's about fairness. It's about wrongs being righted, equal give and take. Try to see both sides of situations. You know, you want to be fair, you want to be balanced. But I feel like anything that was out of balance is coming back into balance as we go forward through this transit. So let's get a clarifier on Justice, please. And the Sun, very nice. So that's definitely a powerful Leo card. The Sun is, of course, one of the most positive cards of the tarot. So Hilda, going into the future with this, I feel like, you know, things are being brought back into balance, fairness and order being restored, and the Sun is very positive. So this is positive new beginnings, your vitality returning, which is always what happens with the Mars return. Like our energy comes back, right? You know, it really is. Whenever I'm right at the edge of my Mars return happening, I always feel really like stagnant and stalled out. And then once the return happens, I'm like, yeah, it's like I'm going forward again. What you're focused on in the subconscious position is the Page of Wands. So I feel like yet again, very strong Aries, very strong Mars energy. It's all about new beginnings, new starts in life. It's that very childlike energy. It's childlike wonder, you know, coming back. So, you know, allow your creativity to soar. Do things that fuel your passions. Do things that fuel your creative spirit. finishing what you start. You know, if you've started some kind of project or something already, Hilda, it's a great time to start working on it again. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Whew, I feel like that's kind of like the ending cycle, right? Because that's always the feeling I have right before my Mars return. It's like I feel really tired and I feel kind of like, oh, I've been struggling. Oh, I've been working hard. You know, I can keep going, but I'm tired. You might need a little rest. You might need a little rest, but I feel like your energy and vitality are returning. And, you know, resting always helps that along too. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit is the renewal card, the Judgment card. This is the higher vibration of the Death card, right? Because the Death card is Scorpio. The Judgment card is Pluto, and Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. So to me, this is Phoenix from the ashes. This is things coming back up again, renewing the past, reviewing the past, and letting it go. You know, time to head in a new direction. It's clarity on your life purpose. And it's also telling you that in your heart, you do know what to do. Okay, my stomach is growling. And we also have the Four of Wands, clarifying the Judgment card. So to me, Four of Wands is all about, you know, happiness in the home. Sometimes it's a new home entirely. Sometimes this is twin flames and soulmates, because that is one of those cards that connects with that 11-11 synchronicity. So, you know, this could be a resurgence of a positive love connection or the beginning of one. This could be a new beginning within your home environment that's coming through. It's a very nice energy, celebratory, revival kind of feeling. So let's get some advice on this for you. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yeah, we got that Scorpio energy in here big time. Suggested approach, release. Same as the Death card. So this is all about turning things loose. Endings that lead to new beginnings. The need to release certain situations or people, especially if it's something that's holding you back or not being a positive influence in your life. So absolutely. You know, you got the Judgment, you got the Tower, you've got the Death card here. I would say this is absolutely about, you know, it's like out with the old and with the new. It really is, because in the future you've got Justice and the Sun. So I feel like anything that wasn't fair, anything that wasn't balanced or harmonious in the past is being brought up to be dealt with in your favor. Wow, Two of Cups is coming up again. You might be releasing somebody. You might be releasing somebody or some situation, some romantic situation. Could be with a Sagittarius or a Scorpio. Wow. As a result, though, what it does is it clears the way, you know, for new and better relationships. And in some situations, this can also be transforming a relationship. If it isn't the actual death of the relationship, it can actually be transforming and healing it so it comes back together in a healthier way. What you need to know. Strength card coming out. There's another Leo power card. You got the Sun and you got the Strength on this reading. So this is very nice for Leo. This is reminding you that you're stronger than you know. This is blending your personal power with your own spiritual energy and direction. Love that card. It's one of my favorites. Calming down that roaring lion so that you can be more effective. And there's that Knight of Cups. Yeah, what you need to know is, you know, you're going to have a lot of love offers. Whether you're currently, I don't know what your situation right now is, because I know you got a lot of people interested in you. But this is definitely those powerful love offers that come through. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Very nice. Hopes and Fears is the Hermit. Oh my goodness. It's like, in some ways, you really hope to have a clear direction on where you're going and what you want. So part of you doesn't want to be alone and part of you does. It's kind of an interesting feeling. And I know you're very independent because I've read for you many times. I know how independent you can be. So part of you, it's like, I really want to be with somebody, but then there's a part of you that's like, I don't really want to deal with them. Not all the time. So I think the right kind of people for you, you know, are the ones that allow you to have your own autonomy and your own individual voice, and don't like, you know, smother you too much, right? That's really what that feels like. And the King of Cups is coming through. I feel like, you know, too, this is like your desire to make good emotional decisions for your life. And that may be what you're really kind of mulling over or focusing on right now. Outcome card is the Page of Cups. So I do feel like there is communication in that romantic area. King of Cups, Knight of Cups, Two of Cups twice on this, Page of Cups. There's definitely a lot of movement around relationships and romantic communication and, you know, speaking from the heart. A lot of action and a lot of things moving forward. A lot of things being released, healed, transitioned out of. Oh my goodness. It's powerful reading. It's very nice. Seven of Swords. So to me, this is about getting to the heart of the matter. If someone feels like they're not being truthful with you, pay attention to that. Pay attention. Because I feel like you have more than one option here. You do. You have more than one option. And on the bottom, we have the Awakening card. So that is that Hanged Man. That is about releasing old things so that you can go forward in a new way. And we do have the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the second deck. So there is something being released in a big way. Eight of Cups, Hanged Man, Death card, Judgment, Tower. This is all about big time transformations and releases and better things coming forward in the future. Big time. This is a powerful reading, Hilda. It's very nice for a Mars return, because those Mars cards came out to the top too. Scorpio cards came out. Yeah. And Scorpio and Aries and Mars and Pluto, they all have some commonality between them. They do. All right, one more. One more, guys, and then I'm going to go eat. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness, David. If she had Alma and I said she'd be dead, she would have broken her neck. Wow. You're welcome, Hilda. Yeah, that was a good read. Shock trauma for a month. Had to learn to walk again. Oh, my goodness. That's intense. That's intense. Ready for you, Julie, whenever you are. Let me know what your question is. I am sleepy and hungry. I'm definitely going to be ready to go eat after this. Thanks, guys, for making this again such a great night. Thank you so much. You know, obviously, this is a thing where people really want to do these personal questions. So we're going to do those definitely going into the future and more frequently. The general readings are great too, but I think that, you know, I've been doing those generals for a long time, so I think people are kind of like, okay, now I want to ask some personal questions. Yeah. Wow. I'm going to clear the cards too while Julie types her question. That's amazing. It always amazes me what people can overcome. Yeah. Gwen and David, yeah, it always amazes me what people are able to overcome and work through. It is unbelievable. Regarding love, who the heck is this beautiful soul that's recently crashed into my life? That's a fun way to put it, Julie. So is this someone you're already involved with, or is it I guess it's brand new? If you tell me a little, just a little bit more. So I can decide if I want to do a like a love spread or like a Celtic cross spread for you. I have felt that way before. I have definitely felt that way before in my life. Oh, wow. Wow. That's interesting to hear that, Gwen. So, Julie, I'm not sure if I should do a Celtic cross or like a relationship spread for you. If you're kind of like feeling it out a little bit more, maybe the Celtic cross, but if this is someone that you're already kind of involved with and you're very aware of each other, then I will do like a love read. So just let me know kind of what the situation is. That'll help me to know what kind of spread would be best for you in your situation. Brand new, but in poly. Okay. Let's do the Celtic cross. I'm feeling Celtic cross for this more. Let's do that. All right. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors. There's something about them, and oh my, oh my. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's see what we've got for Julie, please. With this new person who's come into her life, what would you like to tell us about this person or situation? Anything that will help her, guide her, or is for her highest good, please show us Julie. Yeah, you definitely got love on the mind. You certainly do. Right at the center of your Celtic cross is the Chariot card. So this is the Cancer power card. It's about victory, it's success, moving forward, blending and learning about the two sides of your subconscious self. So it very much is about understanding who you are and moving it forward in a strong, powerful way. And it is about emotional connection and understanding because, you know, Cancer is a subconscious sign. It's very much about the moon, very intuitive. The moon is coming up a lot in your reading already too. King of Wands, wow. So something has really sparked your interest. Is this person a Cancer or an Aries? You know, that Cancer, Aries, Pisces is coming up very, very, very strong on this reading here. But even if they're not, that's the kind of energy that it inspires. It's dreamy, it's romantic, it's a little fiery. It makes you really want to go out and get what's yours. Because to me, the Chariot with the King of Wands is like, I want to go out and find out what this is. I want to go out and get what I want, right? In the immediate past, you have the Emperor card. So this is definitely, again, more Aries energy. sparks of fire, sparks that like interest. I feel like between the King of Wands and the Emperor, you know, you got a lot of Aries in here, so it's sort of like triggering you to go out and get what you want. It's very much about assertiveness, taking that leadership role. It kind of breaks you out of that feeling of being more passive. It makes you definitely more assertive. And you have the Two of Wands here. So like this is big, powerful new beginnings. Two of Wands is also some Aries energy. Just saying. Like there's a lot of Aries here. Emperor, Two of Wands, King of Wands. It's very fiery. It like really, really, yeah, it's spicy. It's like Gwen said, it's spicy. It is. And so, you know, this to me definitely, it gets you moving. Like if you'd been sitting on your rump, you know, metaphorically for a while, like this gets you up. It's like, woo, I want to go do something. I want to have some fun. I want to experience life a little bit more. He's a Cancer. There you go. Chariot's right at the center of this reading. That's the Cancer power card. Yeah. Yeah, very, very hot towards this dude. So Eight of Pentacles going into the future. This is definitely one day at a time, right? You know, working through this one day at a time. It's learning everything you can about something or someone. This may be, you know, something where it's like you really, it teaches you something new. That's what I feel from this relationship and what it's bringing through for you is it teaches you something new, and you also might be teaching them something in return. It's, ooh, look at that. And it's like, ooh, working towards some really beautiful outcomes with the Star card. Hopes, dreams, potential of your wishes to become, you know, reality. That's beautiful. Setting yourself free in some way too. Like the Star card is like those higher ideals. Subconscious, yeah, what you're focused on very much. You got your love light turned on because there's that Knight of Cups. It's like you want to make a love offer. You want to have a love offer made towards you. This is certainly our water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's very romantic, flirtatious, being swept off your feet, falling in love, sudden love affair, things that make your heart flutter. Flutter, flutter, flutter. It is super spicy. It's very romantic too. It is. Ooh, and the World card. So I don't know, honey. This could be somebody you've known from the past, and you may kind of already feel that because the World card is all those things coming back around. It's the last card in the major arcana, so it does feel like completion of some kind. This person might, you might actually be feeling like this person completes me. I know it sounds so cheesy, but there is that feeling like this person completes me. They answer a missing piece of the puzzle. It answers a lot of questions I've had about relationships in my life. There's a part of you that may feel like this is the one, like this is it, like this is my end game. It's Saturn energy. It's Saturn energy. It's, you know, it's some kind of big cycle, big karmic cycle being completed. Like it makes you feel like things have really come full circle, or the things that you've learned from the past have led you to this moment. Like that feels big, strong to me too. The signs that are on the World card are Saturn, so it can be a little bit of Capricorn, and it's also Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Those are also on that. On the top, message from Spirit is the Moon card. There it is. And the Moon, of course, rules Cancer. So two of the big power cards for Cancer are in here. This is also a Pisces power card. You've got a lot of Pisces energy above and below you, which is very dreamy. It's very romantic. It's very emotional. And so the only thing, Julie, that I would caution at all with this connection is that you might not be seeing the most clearly right now because you've got a little bit of the rose-colored glasses on, for sure. And I know how that is. Whenever we're falling in love, we're like, ooh, you know? It's not always a bad thing, though. You know, it's not always a bad thing to have those rose-colored glasses on because, boy, it's a nice feeling sometimes to just be in that love energy. But it is just telling you, you know, also pay attention to your logic, pay attention to your intuition about things. But wow, Eight of Wands. Yeah, I mean, this is like Cupid's arrows of love flying through the air, big time zingers. It's very passionate. It's very passionate. Communication between you two could get very fiery, very loving, very poetic. It's really nice. It's really nice. So let's get some advice for you on this. I feel like you're meant to work together though. There's something that you've certainly come together for some kind of mutual effort. Yeah. And it may not, it may be for a while or it may be for a long while. Very interesting. So suggested approach is the hermit, you know, and the hermit is really taking time to yourself, focusing on your truth, on your spiritual path, what you're really meant to be doing and accomplishing. Time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. It's Virgo energy as well. So it does bring in the healing of your routines and habits. It might have you questioning your life. It might say, you know, well, what's really true for me? What feels right for me? What do I really want to do going forward, right? Five of Cups. Woo! You might be processing through some stuff. This is somebody that triggers a lot of old emotional layers in you. So it might actually bring up some things that maybe didn't work out in the past for you or have been disappointing to you. And it's kind of time to mourn that and let it go. It's time to mourn that stuff and let it go. What you need to know is there will be some decisions to make coming up around this relationship or connection. Two of Swords is our Libra energy, so it can be overanalyzing a situation, procrastinating about something. And I think that the real message on this is you've got to make yourself happy. Like, don't worry about what makes everybody else happy or what everybody else needs. Worry about what makes you happy, right? Worry about what you need to do. What is it that you really want? And then make that decision that goes along with that. Follow your own heart rather than trying to please everyone else. Ooh, look at this. And it is regarding an emotional connection or relationship. It's like you got to make a decision on what you really want, who you really want, where you want to take this. Because with two Knight of Cups on this, there's going to be some love offers. There's going to be some love offers and some emotional messages back and forth. Hopes and fears. Yeah, Page of Cups. I feel like, you know, part of you really wants this and part of you is a little nervous about it, right? Part of you might even be a little fearful about it because this is opening up a whole new emotional dialogue in a way that you might not have experienced recently or at all. It's intense a little bit. Yeah, Cupid hit his arrow, I know. Good grief. Julie, what a reading. Page of Cups on top of the Page of Cups. This is why I love using two tarot decks in my reads, because if they double up like this on top of each other, that's a huge message. Hopes and fears is the Page of Cups. Part of you really wants this because you're hoping for that, but you're also afraid of it because this person is going to, like, they're not trying to hurt you, but they're going to dig deep. They're going to dig deep into your emotional center. The emotional conversations that you're going to have are going to be very deep, very probing, and very meaningful and profound. These are both such water energy, you know, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, especially Pisces. Pisces is really strong in this reading. Wow. I feel like it's fated, you know, it really is. And, you know, the outcome card is the Scorpio card. It's the death card, right? And it's really about some kind of release and transition. That's why I say this relationship might not be forever. It might not be forever. But if it's a long-lasting one, it's because they triggered some endings that are bringing about new beginnings, right? They're either something that's going to come in your life very powerfully and help you transition some things, or they'll transition through them with you and they will still be there after the fact. Right? Wow. Either way, this is very powerful. It's very karmic. Ooh. Look at this. 10 of Cups on top of that. I feel like in some ways you might be releasing your attitudes or feelings towards what's going to make you really happy. And it has to do with this person. Because the 10 of Cups is all about ultimate fulfillment, happy relationships, love relationships working out great, happy home and family, ultimate bliss. Something's being transformed and transitioned around those areas for you. King of Pentacles. This is helping you ultimately to ground, to stabilize, to enjoy your life a little bit more. Knight of Swords. It might make you feel a little nervous. There's a lot that's going to be said. There's a lot of communication coming through here. Might even be a little bit of an emotional overload or an intellectual overload. But it is hot in here. It is a hot reading for sure. You're not wrong about what you're feeling. That's for sure. I'm going to pull a few romance angels on this for some extra messages around this connection. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. So retreat. And that might be part of that Hermit card. And you might be retreating on your own, but you also might be spending some time, you know, alone with this person. You know, really doing, it's time to disconnect from the world, right? And you might be kind of doing that together or apart. You know, you might be doing that for yourself, but you might be doing it with them as well. In the center, we have engagement. So love life is ascending to higher levels of commitment. This might be someone that wants to get very serious about you. Might be, and it might feel kind of quick. It's like, whoa, not too fast, dude. but they want something solid with you. Pay attention to the red flags is here. You know, the signs are cautioning you. So pay attention to things that may feel off, if any at all, you know. And it may also be something, you know, sometimes that red flag card can come up as well when it's, you know, triggering our defense mechanisms. I've seen that happen too with that card. It's kind of like, oh, I see the same things coming and maybe that's not a good idea. It's never wrong to use your caution, you know. But my feeling too is that everybody has their baggage. Everybody has their stuff, right? And it's like, some red flags may not be a deal breaker, and some are, right? So just pay attention to that. And then on the bottom of the deck, we had the soulmate card. So yes, this is a soulmate, maybe the soulmate, right? There's definitely someone your soul connected to. But they're gonna challenge you a lot, and there could be paradigm shifts that happen in a big way as a result of this connection. All right. Good stuff tonight, guys. Right. You're concerned if somebody doesn't have baggage. Exactly. I hear you, Gwen. Because if they can't be honest about the fact that they've got baggage, it's like that in itself is a red flag. You know what I mean? If they can't be honest about, like, the fact that they've got crap that they're dealing with, it's like, nah, that's not true. It's like everybody's got stuff. If somebody presents themselves as too good to be true, they're probably a darn narcissist. You know, I mean, it's just, that's the truth. Because the narcissist is the one that wants to be like, oh, I'm perfect. I got no problems. I'm awesome all the time. It's like, womp womp. Not so much. Cold towels, Julie. I know, right? Cold showers. Keep us updated. Keep us updated, Julie. Let us know how that progresses and plays out for you, because that is a definitely strong reading. It really is. all us folks, we can all live vicariously through you, you know? Yes, Gwen, and we need to get your reading done. Oh my gosh. I'll see how this week is ahead. I've got so much to get done, but I should certainly be able to make time for you this week. Yeah. I've been doing better on knocking out my my personal readings because I've been booking them. Yes, definitely keep us posted, Julie. That was great. Awesome. Thank you for being flexible, Gwen. I really do appreciate that. I kind of have to be flexible too because I never know like how busy I'll be from day to day with my eBay store. Yeah, I like that. Yes, exactly, Julie. Exactly. Marie, I got a small carry-on I still need to toss out. I like that with your baggage. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I might still have like one of those annoying bags that has like the little 4-ounce bottles of liquids in it that I need to toss out. That's my baggage. I got like all these little dumb things. An assortment of crap that I need to toss. That's always, yeah. It's really looking for baggage that works with your baggage. You know what I mean? It's like, that's it. It's kind of like everybody's got a certain amount of baggage. Some baggage is bigger than others, for sure. For sure. But it's really finding people whose issues don't like destroy your issues and vice versa. You know, it's like where you can kind of support each other rather than have it be a big problem. Yeah. Yeah. I love what our moderator Jacqueline said about the red flags once. She's like, "Oh, this person has so many red flags on him. It's like an amusement park." It's an amusement park called Red Flags. It always gets me. But thank you so much, as always, guys, for making this a great night and a great place to be. I appreciate you all so, so very much, as always. You know, you let me know below in the comments what you want to see. Obviously, doing these live streams where I take personal readings for donations is really popular, and it's been, like, we've done this twice now. It's been extremely successful. And, you know, so that's something I'll definitely start offering more frequently. Next Friday, I'm not sure. You know, maybe we'll go back to the general reads for all the signs, or maybe we'll do this format again where we do one collective general reading and then take the personal questions. Whatever works best for y'all. I enjoy it either way. You know, but when I get a lot of people messaging me and saying, please do, you know, please do like the personal reading lives, you know, it's like, I'm going to listen to that. So I'll be back on Sunday. Sunday is Father's Day, which of course, you know, my dad is in the spirit realm, but I will certainly be celebrating that, celebrating him. We'll be celebrating the summer solstice as the sun moves into Cancer. So I'm really excited for that too. Yeah, take care, Julie. Have a good night. Thanks so much. Yeah, Gwen, maybe I'll do that. Maybe we could do a poll. I just try to go with the flow. I try to go with what people need. Yeah. You're welcome, David. Thank you for being here as well. We always love having you here. So take care, everyone. Thank you so much, Gwen. Thank you, Krista. Thank you, Silver Star, for moderating, helping to moderate any of my mods. Eric, Jacqueline, Amber, the folks we miss. I miss my Scorpios. Moonchild, of course. Miss you. I hope to see you again soon for sure. Have a good night, y'all. Dragon Power. Take care.